Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm Oren, and tonight, it's just me. Kalaris isn't feeling very well tonight, so just gonna be me. My apologies to you all. I know she's the star, let's be real. So, no. Yeah, Kalaris just feeling kind of under the weather, so we're just gonna chill tonight, try to get some stuff done. So what's crazy is we need a lot more iron now than what we originally thought we would need. So something tragic happened. First, let me start out with, we have most of our iron gear and weapons and everything up to max level, so we've made them as powerful as they can be at this point, right? And we, most of us at least, Clay still needs to upgrade a few things, but we've got the iron for that, and that he just hasn't been able to play a lot lately. And then Echo Moo, we are trying to get enough iron to get her gear and everything, get her kind of geared up, because our plan is on Friday we're going to attempt the third Forsaken boss, Bone Mass, and who knows what that's going to be like. So so we thought we were in a pretty good place, maybe needed a little bit more iron for Echo Moo, but we were sitting pretty, and then tragedy struck. Professor Plum decided to take a ship and sail to the edge of the map. Well, come to find out, Valheim is flat. That's correct. Valheim is flat. So even though the map makes this appear to be a globe, it is not. It's a circle. It's a disc. It is a round disc. And unfortunately, Professor Plum was caught up in the spray from the edge of the map, and the boat and himself, including all of his gear, went over it. And it is now essentially irretrievable. So he was able to, his character died, he respawned back at his spawn point, and yeah, he still has his character, which at first I was like, oh no, does that mean your character? Like, that would be crazy. That would be just like a survival game, right? Like, is your character completely gone? Did you respawn? He was like, yeah, no. I respawned, but everything on me, down the drink. So it's gone. As far as we know of, we don't know that there's a way to get it back. So at this point, he's got to craft new gear. So, I mean, we're looking to do Bone Mass on Friday, if that's possible, and we gotta try and get this guy back up to speed. So, I think right now my current plan is to try and get as much iron tonight as I can. I may be joined by Selfish Lock and Beer City Board Games himself, Mr. Clay, aka Clay, and maybe joined by them. I'll talk with them if they get on and see what they want to do and stuff. But at this point, that's my plan. So, oh, Kylaris is in the chat. Someday I still want to go do that just to see what it's like with no gear and carves or something. Absolutely. Or even if we can like sail to the edge and maybe not go over. So it sounded like Prof said like there was white sea spray, and I get the feeling like he almost couldn't see it, and next thing he knows it, he's over the edge. So maybe equipped with that knowledge now, we could get up to the edge and not. I don't know if there's any kind of current. Who knows? But anyway, that's where we sit. So that's my plan. I'm gonna grab some buff food. I'm gonna grab some poison resist if I need more. You want to see his map? I know, seriously. Here lies his corpse right here off the map, right? So, yeah, I mean, we're just, I'm going to be working hard to try and get everybody geared back up. I feel bad for him. We got that message when we woke up this morning. I don't really know how he's taking it, how he feels about it, so I'd be interested to hear how he's doing in regards to that. But I mean, that's the thing about this game. We can always get more iron, get more materials, build him the same things he had before. It just takes a little bit of work. So, and actually the amount of iron that it takes to get one person equipped isn't nearly the amount that it takes to get 5 or 6 of us, right? So, so it should be pretty quick. But he did present it as the epic tale of Plumdull the Foolhardy. Yeah, he did. So I think there's a level of, you know, oh, okay, like that sucks, but he seemed to be, at least in writing this grand epic story of his, it was very Beowulf in its telling, maybe, but you know, it seemed to have a little bit of humor around it. But I don't know, after so much time it's setting in, I'm wondering how he's feeling about it. So anyway, let's get switched over to the game. Kylaris, I turned down the game sound a little bit, the max volume, and I'm wondering if you can give me some feedback on the sound as we're going. Normally when I play, I crank the master volume all the way up. I've got the music at about half and the sound effects about half to 3/4, but I think for stream sometimes that can be a little much. So looking for any feedback. I think he's kicking himself, lol, yeah. I mean, that's the thing about this game. This game is all about exploration. This game is all about, you know, trying new things, checking out new areas. I mean, he couldn't have known, really, right? But we do now, so it's crazy. But yeah, anyway. Want to show it again really quick too, just in case you missed it or you haven't seen it in its full form. We just got a new profile pic. Should be available right now on the channel and everything. I posted it to the Twitter. I actually changed my Twitter profile pic to the same thing, but just want to put it up on the screen again because we're really happy with it, and we're super thankful to Selfish Lock for creating that for us. Just such a cool picture. So just throwing it up there for 1 second, and yeah, love the lighting. So anyway. All right, let's get moving. Cheers, yeah. Locke also did our cheers emote. You know what? I have to update our Twitch profile info to also cite Locke as our profile pic. So I got to add that to his list of things he's done for us. So, yep. I know he's working on some other things, including some art for his own Twitch channel, which I think is really fun. So Locke is looking to hopefully eventually stream. He bought a new PC, almost identical to what Kylaris and I have. And I told him I would help him. I'd help him put it together because I've done it. I'm pretty confident in putting together PCs. We were going to do it today, but Kylaris started not feeling so good, and he was more than happy to postpone it. You know, hey, it's cool. I get it. He's being very patient, so appreciate him for that too. So yeah, we have plans on Saturday. I'm going to throw out there that we might stream it. I streamed building Kylaris's, and I lost that VOD. I let it time out, which is sad. And so we may stream that on Saturday, but we'll see. We'll see how everything pans out. So possible bonus on Saturday. Okay. All right, I've already got 10 poison resist. I think I just need some more buff food. And then we'll hit it. This is just too quiet for me. I don't know. Let me know how it sounds, but I normally play with it louder. Music is plenty loud so far. I can turn the music down too individually. Okay. I made some more turnip stew earlier, and I also made some more carrot soup. Got a whole bunch of Queen's jam. Oh, it's fine? Okay, okay. I'll put it back. Typically put it at about half. And then I want some sausages. There we go. The crackling fire might be an indication of loud fighting, though. Okay, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Oh, these are done. So I have some potions in the fermenters, and it looks like they're finished. They take a couple of like in-game days to ferment, which is cool. I'm sure sound levels don't match. Have you watched any back and noticed? I haven't recently, no. Okay. And then I'm going to get the rest of the mead base and pop them in the fermenters so they get going. So with this, you go to like the cauldrons and you create a mead base. It's almost like a starter or whatever. And then you put it in the fermenters and they go for, like I said, a couple of in-game days. And then when they're done, they pop out potions, and one mead base makes multiple potions. So, Kylaris, I was always also kind of thinking, hey, woo, Murph, there it is. Yes, a year, let's go. Murph Herder, thank you so much for resubbing. 12 months. Buddy, can you believe it has been that much time? That's insane. Murph, that couple that you suggested to me, that are starting to stream and everything too, I tried to go check them out, but I saw they went live earlier today, and I was in like meetings like more than half my day, so I wasn't able to tune in, but I wanted to try and catch them, so I definitely gave them a follow, and you know, want to check them out, so thanks for the recommendation. Yeah. How did watched turn into 25 letters, lol? What? I don't get what you mean. Happy anniversary, Murph. It's our 1 year anniversary. Yeah, it is. Oh, it's all good. They mostly stream weekends. Okay, cool. I'll try and catch them again sometime. It was from my typo above. Never mind. Oh, okay. Well, now I gotta go look it up. I'm sure sound levels don't match. Oh, have you... I must have just read it and just assumed that word. Like, I think I just got it without even recognizing the typo, so... Anyway, Murph, how are you? What's going on, buddy? Kylaris, were we gonna move the bees up here? I was thinking earlier today, it might be cool to, like, make some kind of cool designed building, like stone and wood. Nothing too tall, but, like, almost even like a trophy house or something like that. But if we're gonna use this area for like the bees and then extend the farm down here, then I won't even consider it. And I was also thinking at some point, I think you're able to tame locks. And so maybe they could go out here or in here. Doesn't matter to me, but. Cool lightning bolt. Yeah, for sure. Trophy house. They're all stored in the garage. Right. Yep. Well, that's what I was just thinking. What if we made like a trophy house? So, thanks. I got it from this guy, Voldemort, who tried to kill me as a baby. Joke was on him, though. Wow. That's awesome. I need more carrot soup. Yeah, Kylaris isn't feeling very good today, Murph. She just started feeling kind of blah. We were gonna have Selfish Lock over because do I not have more carrot soup? We're gonna have Selfish Lock over because I'm gonna help him build his new PC, and Kylaris really started not feeling great, so we postponed that till Saturday, and so she's just kind of taking it easy, and then she's just gonna be hanging in chat. So yeah, no bueno is right. So. Oh, I should take a ship. I don't really want to sail right now. I'd rather just take a portal, but, you know, gonna take a ship, I think. Get all this iron back. So get this, Murph. I don't know if you caught this in the intro, but we were getting to the point where, like right now, we've been going into the swamp biome. The swamp biome is kind of like what we're geared for right now, and how far we've progressed the server. And so we've been going into the swamp, and we've been getting iron. Okay, you get iron out of the swamp, and we have gear, and we have weapons that are all iron, and it's like the best stuff we can get right now, right? And we thought we were sitting pretty good. Clay needed to get a little bit more, and then we were gonna get some more for Mariah too, and so we were like, okay, we're gearing up. We're gonna go kill the third Forsaken boss, which those actually like they progress the server, so the server gets harder, and it like allows us to unlock things. It kind of pushes us to the next biome difficulty, which is going to be the mountains. Really excited for that. And then it also kind of helps you unlock new materials, right? And so we were gearing up to do that, and then unfortunately tragedy struck, and then Prof took a boat and sailed to the edge of the map. And let me... my Discord's blowing up, sorry about that. Let me show you the map. The map looks like a globe. Apparently it is not a globe. Oh no, I'm gonna crash! Apparently it's not a globe, it is a disc, and it's flat. And so, Prof not knowing this, apparently he started getting into white sea mist, and then plummeted to his plummeted to his doom, where he could not recover his corpse, everything on it, and the boat. So, portal collect and then sail later with the guys if they hop on. Yeah. Well, I'm already on the boat. Oh well. I'm just gonna go do it. When did Locke become such an artist? About 30 years ago, bro. Yeah. Locke's always been really into art. Even before I knew him. I've known him a little over 20 years, I think, and he's very talented at it. Never mind, they might not be joining. Clay is out, and Locke said he might join while he does art. Okay. Oh, might join chat while he does art. Okay, that's cool. Well, just me tonight. That's cool. That is cool. I know Locke is gearing up actually to do his own streams, especially once we get his computer built. He's doing the art and things like that for his channel, which, I'm here. I may have playing because Valheim. It's all good, man. If you want to work on art, that's cool too. You know, happy to have you in chat. Happy to have you in game. So either way, it's cool. Oh, thanks, Kylars. I was just going to do that. So yeah, Locke is setting up his channel, getting ready to run. He's going to stream art, maybe games, maybe cooking. That would be cool. Locke's a very good cook. So yeah. So I believe, Locke, you've been working on some art for that, right? I'm blushing again. Good. So yeah, I'm excited for it. But yeah. Murph Herder. Murph, what have you been doing, man? How's your week going so far? I was very busy. Like I said, I was in meetings most of my day. 2 of them were expected, were planned. One of them was not. I called my boss. To ask like a question, and that just launched us into this whole big long, it was like an hour and 45-minute meeting, impromptu meeting that suddenly happened. And by the time I was done with that, I was like, man, I just didn't get, I mean, I got stuff done, but I had plenty I still needed to do. I'm like, well, that's a tomorrow problem. Mr. Big Time? I don't know about that, man. Unless you're talking about Locke, then yes. Yeah, he's getting set up for it, Murph. I'm actually going to be helping him build this new PC, and so once he has that, I think he's gonna try it out. So, yep. Oh, I'm good. We've had a great week so far. Awesome, man. Got some new running shoes. Very cool. What kind did you get? I used to work in contents. I used to do contents evaluation for. I work for a major insurance company, and I used to do all contents. So I used to be, at least a couple of years ago, fairly versed in things like running shoes. Just random. I was versed in random things. I was very knowledgeable, at least in purchasing and like kind of value and stuff like that, and like what was really good quality and what wasn't. In the most random things, like even things I personally didn't care about because I did that for 10 years. So, Jesse, hello, how are you? Fox said, I've been working on a profile and OBS stuff. Beer City Board Games has made some amazing stuff for me to play with in OBS, for sure. Beer City Board Games is awesome as well. He did our Orn and Kylar's transition screen, the boom, and then shows our graphic. Hey yo, just gonna say, Lurk got Valheim today and am loving it. Jesse, yes! Yes! That's awesome, Jesse. I cannot wait to hear what you think the more time you get into it and stuff. That's awesome. Congratulations. What have you been doing so far? I know you got a Lurk. That's cool, but that's really exciting. I cannot wait to hear more about what you think and what you've been up to. Like they're building his PC this week and he's been working on his channel. Yep, absolutely. One of us. Ooh, Asics, I have narrow feet and they fit so well. Nice, that's awesome, man. Oh, to have narrow feet. I have giant. Kylar says I have hobbit feet. I have size 13s. And I may have told you guys that story before about how I wore the wrong size shoe for like, I don't know, 15 years. Part of the ship, part of the crew. Yeah, yep. That is awesome, Jesse. Jesse, hope you and Christian are doing well tonight. And the bean. It's funny, I don't know if we've told you, we call our son Ben, we call him Beans. And so it's just cute that you call Lily Bean. Ben's more of us just being goofy with his name, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm totally not paying attention to sailing the ship, but who cares? But who cares? No big deal. Selfish like you totally chanted one of us. Yeah, yes. And there's your selfish. I put Asics on my narrow feet, Murph. Yeah. Let's not talk about your feet, Oren. They nast. They're not nast. Come on, they're just big. They're just big. Giant hobbit feet? Yes. Yep. Like feet that don't match your body. I mean, I don't know. I'm 6'2", so maybe it's not crazy, but I wear an 11, but they're not wide. Gotcha. Yep, I have to have wides as well, so I wear a 13 wide. I have big feet. I think I wear Kylar's knows better than I do. Because she remembers those things. I don't remember them. So, and again, I wore the wrong size shoe for 15 years, so probably. Oh gosh, Oren, 15 years. Yeah, it was something like that. It was. It's not my most proudest thing. Walled nast. I know, she's so nice to me. And also, we almost named our daughter Emily Lily. It was a close second. It really was. That was so Lily was actually my number one pick. We had a couple of girl names. Lily was my number one pick, and Emily was Kylaris's. But we both liked both names a lot. and we couldn't really decide. And so eventually I just kind of said to her, I was like, you know what? I love the name Emily still. And this is our first daughter, you know, mama, you pick. And so we went with Emily, and I mean, I think Emily fits her. But yeah, Lily was our second pick. And if Ben would have been a girl, or if we would have had another girl, her name would have been Lily for sure. So. Asics are my jam, yeah. Don't run off the edge. Hey, Moo. Moo, I'll do my best. Moo, how are you? What's going on? Too soon, Moo. Or float, soar, right? You'd be sore after falling off that edge. Gasped way too soon. I literally had an acquaintance who I forgot had a daughter named Lily Rose, but Rose and Lillian are a family name, so I said whatever. You know, at that point, you just gotta name your kids, I feel like, what you want to name them. I kind of get, you know, like you're close to somebody or whatever, not naming them, or like other family naming them the same thing. Like, I get that, but like just someone you know, I mean, whatever. You never know how long you're gonna stay in touch with somebody, because you just never know what life is gonna throw at you, you know what I mean? Or even like you move or whatever. And so it's at that point, you know, I feel like you gotta go with the name that you want. So, Murph, what have you been cooking for sure? I literally busted out laughing in shock at Moo's entrance comment. No doubt. Yeah, no doubt. Selfish Lock has contributed 8,000 total to the Cal Kestis Wing Challenge. The Cal Kestis Wing Challenge. I'm excited for that. Poor Prof. I know, dude, for real. Dude sails himself off the edge. Doesn't know it. I feel like Prof needs to ping where he went off so we can label it, "Here lies Plum Doll." No doubt. That, or, you know, maybe he doesn't want the reminder. It's kind of rough. I'm trying to get this thing to stop. I said I want to see his map. A line of discovery out to a skull and crossbones off the edge. Oh my gosh. Plum Doll's Edge? Oh, what a great name! I need you to wear that wig. I know. That'd be really funny. All right, y'all. I think I have everything I need. All right, skeleton, bring it. Let me get my mace here. Oh, stop hitting the stone. It's the end of the world as we know it, and Plum feels fine. I used to love that song. REM, am I right? Get out of here, leech. I don't need your blood bags. Yeah, I do. Bow. Plum Doll's Edge. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna drop off this excess stuff and then see if I can go find a crypt that we have not done yet. So I am really excited, you guys, at the prospect of going in and killing the third Forsaken boss, because next we will be going to the mountains, and the mountains are, I'm just excited. I love snow, and there's a lot of snow on the mountains, so I think it's gonna be good times. Yeah, Moo, what's going on with you? How are you? Let me ask you this too, Murph. Are you an avid runner? Do you run a lot? I had a boss one time who was a very avid runner, and apparently, actually, she passed out somehow, and she said it was something to do with how, like, people who run a lot and consistently have higher heart rates, resting heart rates in general. And something happened where, like, I don't know if she was super calm, like too calm or whatever, and she just passed out. But yeah, it's always what I think of now when I think of people who like run all the time. Lately I've made chicken, is it piccata? Piccata? Lentil dal, black bean burgers, and chicken salad. Springtime, yay, nice, man, that's cool. I love, man, all of our food conversations. Love it. My brother Dan, I was telling him at my nephew's birthday party on Sunday. He's got to tell me, he's got to give me the recipe or what he wants us to make for our next cooking stream because he redeemed one. And he wants us to make ramen because he found out I really want to make ramen. And so, he was kind of like, well, I don't know the recipe I have. You'd have to make the broth, and it takes a while and everything. And I'm like, we've made things ahead of time in prep, and then just shown like we've recorded the steps, and then just shown the video. So I'm like, if it's something where something has to be a part of it has to be made ahead of time, that's fine. Just let me know because I'm excited to do another one. Lentil dolls sounds fun. I don't think I've ever even heard of that. What's that? No, I'm not a running champ like some folks. I just do it for me and the dog. That's cool, man. Not a timekeeper or racer. Cool. Running's one of those things where, like, I'm more of a sprinter, and I've never been good at running for any prolonged period of time. Even when I was, like, in really good shape. I'm like, I am a hardcore sprinter. That I can move even now. I'm a bigger guy. Sprinting I can move. I'm not much of a long distance though. I could go at a good pace when I was playing soccer, like was a midfielder. So I had some endurance for like, a sportsman's like jog, if you will. But all out running, yeah, I can't do it for too long. Lower resting heart rates. Oh, okay, thanks, Moo. That's it. Yeah, for sure. People with higher resting heart rates are people like you are. Oh, yeah, that's fair. You're being nasty, Kylars. I mean, she's my wife. She's got to keep me on my toes. She puts the echo in Echo Moo. Okay. That was weird that got held, Jesse. Yep. A sportsman's jog, yeah. When I was much more in shape, I was denied my blood donation because my heart rate was too low because I knew how to calm it down when I got the iron finger prick. Really? So you did almost like was it like a breathing exercise or something, or just like, kind of like happy mental state is what I meant to say. Happy mental state. And so they literally wouldn't take it. Is it jogging or jogging? Jogging. I mean, this is a Viking game, right? Gotta say it the Norse way. Jogging. Maybe a soft J. Again, I'm Dutch, so maybe jogging. When playing Valheim, it is, yeah. Jesse could pass a lie detector test, no doubt. Yeah, like in the zone yoga calming technique worked too well, I guess. That's awesome. That's awesome. You know what, Jesse? You're just way too calm. How many times have you employed that in regard to your husband? Jesse's a Jedi, no doubt. Should be light side. Maybe. I don't know. Jesse, what are your thoughts on that? Jesse, I feel like I don't know you yet to know light side or dark side, but Kylars is way too aggressive to be not aggressive in like a crazy mean way, just like even in games, she's always all up in people's faces. She doesn't really block as much as she just attacks things and like crazy swings and maybe a gray Jedi. That's fair. I find the concept of gray Jedi interesting and annoying all at the same time. Annoying because I don't know. It's like, of course there's got to be gray Jedi because we gotta have gray Jedi who walk the line. But then I'm also kind of like, of course there'd be gray Jedi. There wouldn't just be Force users that are Jedi or Sith. and different, you know, because not everybody would have been found by the Jedi or the Sith to be trained that way. And so you would have other Force users throughout an entire galaxy that would be exploring other perceptions of the Force. But so I kind of waffle back and forth. Crazy swings, lol, thanks. You know what I mean? Especially in like Battlefront, she'll go after people and I'm like, why didn't you block? You just swung. And she's like, I don't know, thought I could kill him. More times than I can count, I would say I'm more Sith Lord. That's awesome. Oh man, Murph, Hyoging? Hyoging? Right, that's why you're Kylo Ren. Look what he did to that wall that wronged him. Right. Right, hence the portrait, absolutely. It's not because of the Gryffindor colors or anything, it's totally because she's a Sith. Murph is still adding Viking letters. I know, it's awesome. I'm stuck. Exactly, all varying Force users with no ties. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna happen. Again, an entire galaxy. It's gonna happen. Galaxy's a big place. Lol, even in games, she's all up in people's faces. That makes me think she's just so super intense, like one of those people who stand 1 inch from your face when talking, a little too intense. So it's funny because in real life, Kylaris is not like that at all. She is one of the most chill people I have ever met. She's very chill. And she's very like non-aggressive, unaggressive, non-aggressive? What am I thinking? Unaggressive. You know, doesn't like confrontation, very much prefers harmony with the people around her, right? But in games, man, she's out to take names. She is. Right, Kylaris Ren, absolutely. Yeah, Orion the Terrible. I don't know how to pronounce all those things with their accents. No, that's our father-in-law. That is my dad. Yeah, my dad is my dad's a close talker. Not like too close, but like, when he talks to somebody, he gets like right next to them. And I don't think he really thinks about it. It's just, you know, he's honed in on the conversation, so. I'm the non-confrontational in real life. Yep, absolutely. Passive. The word you're looking for is passive. Yep. Mm-hmm. Passive aggressive. Yes. It's pent up. I let it out in gaming. It's a good place to let it out. You explained to her the exact opposite from what she's like in real life. What? I thought I explained her in real life. Same, Murph? Yeah. I mean, Murph, that I feel like that suits your job a lot. So, your calling. Yeah. Oh, this one isn't done. Is the other one not done? I don't have it marked off. I'm going to go check this one really quick. She's got silly smarm for days, but she's pretty nice. Just kinda. Pretty non-confrontational in peacemaking. Destroy lives in video games. Yeah, yeah. All good traits. All good traits. You know, that's what I'm looking for in friends. You know, my wife. It's all good things. Oh, I'm so tired of withered bones. I don't want withered bone. I don't need it anymore. People like this Ichanomu. Silly smarm for days. It's true. If you were baking soda, you'd be made by Smarm and Hammer. Smarm and Hammer. Oh, your game explanation of Allie is opposite from real life Allie. Yeah, absolutely. She's completely different in video games. And like even World of Warcraft, she started out like, you know, she made a healer and she made a, you know, more of a support kind of like back row kind of character or whatever. And then turns out, no, she got into like rogue for a little while. She got into, and then she really got into tanking because she could just be right up in the thick of things and just smacking people, right? Like, and that's what she likes. And you know, it's funny because she's very aggressive in games, very like rah. And then in real life, she's more soft spoken. Her voice, like even when she gets agitated, her voice doesn't even really raise. Like my thing is when I get excited or agitated or frustrated or whatever, without even knowing it, my voice, because it carries and it's loud anyway, and then it just raises, you know, and she'll be like, you're yelling, and I'm like, am I? You know, and because, you know, and she is just always super calm, and it's complete opposite in video games. Like my building hammer in Valheim, or mayhaps a paladin mace. Word. If she was an animal, she'd be a smarmadillo. Locke, we're gonna need to commission you for some new art. Smarmadillo. A total smarmadillo, my new mascot, right? If she was a prince, she'd be Prince Smarming. Oh, man. Yeah, you're yelling, am I? Right? The Smarminator. Come with me if you want to be disingenuously complimented. Right. Oh my gosh. It's true. Okay, we've already been in here, but we did not get everything, so that's okay. I'm no prince. Oh my gosh, a Smarmadillo drawing? I know, right? Honestly, that would be the best art. But would it be the best art if it was a Gryffindor-themed armadillo with a lightsaber claws and Kylaris' head? Let's ponder that one for a moment. I don't know. I can't take compliments or give them. It's true. It's true. And it's funny because like my second on the list of love languages is like words of assurance, and Kylaris is like compliments are not her jam. So I'm always like, just tell me I'm beautiful. That's funny. I'm mostly joking. Mostly. Yeah, but she can't take compliments either, though. I'm like, oh, you look nice, and she's like, okay, thanks. She's not in the Navy, she's in the Smarmy. Oh my gosh. The Smarm Pums. I can't talk! I just want everyone to live in peace and Smarmony. I don't know why it keeps catching me off guard. That drawing concept made me throw up a little. And a smarmy smile. Yes, I say yes. Oh. Pump the jam. All right. Whew. This is going to be another one of those situations. It's like we got on Valheim a couple nights ago, and can we get a link in the chat, Kylaris, for the Mr. and the Mrs. For their stream, because they're amazing and we love them, and we wish we could catch their streams more. We're Eastern time zone, we're in Michigan, and they are Pacific time zone because I believe they are in Washington State. And there's the 3-hour time difference there, right? And so a lot of the time we're heading to bed when they are starting to stream, and so it's always really sad to us because we'll get the notifications sometimes when we're already in bed and whatever, and it's like, man. But we actually caught their stream the other night. We hopped into Valheim. Kylaris, Selfish Lock, and myself were in Discord, and we hopped into Valheim and proceeded to stand in place as we watched the Mr. and the Mrs. And it was a really good time. And for I'm for a moment there, I'm imagining, like, you know, here I am in this gross, disgusting crypt, and I just stand here while we talk, because chat is the best. Did I already come down here? I did. My smarmery is loaded. Oh, geez. Are you always so smarming, or do you keep it in your smarmery and only bring it out on rare occasions. If Orton was a kid's show, he'd be Pumpkey Brewster. Barf. Boo, boo. Yeah, Jesse, honestly, we love your stream, so and it's been cool having the chance to get to know you guys and see all the cool things you do, and then really appreciate you coming and chatting with us too. It's been a lot of fun, so really appreciate that. I didn't even think about it because normally we don't stream on Mondays, but you guys do, and we streamed on Monday, this past Monday, and didn't even think about it until like today or yesterday, and I was like, oh, we totally could have rated them. And yep, I didn't think about it. I'm sorry. Because yeah, we usually we don't get the chance. BRB, that's cool, Murph. No, you're the best. Stop it. If she was a thing you spread on toast, she'd be Smarmalade. Fight me! Oren's favorite food is pumpkin. He pummels the competition. Oh man. Maybe I do want you in the game. Come get in the game. So you can't harass me with puns in chat. We were having super bad tech issues. The computer kept doing something weird. Oh, the worst. Like, seriously, I feel like people who don't stream aren't always aware of what it takes to even make a stream happen. Yes, there are the people that, you know, say they just use their Xbox or their PlayStation or whatever, you know what I mean? And like, you know, and that's it. They kind of hit a couple of buttons on that and boom, they're live and streaming their game. But when you have a setup on your PC, background, lighting, OBS or Streamlabs or whatever software, you know, I think there's an XSplit, you know, of the different softwares that there are to just make everything happen and make it look as professional as you can. There's a lot that goes into that. Audio, you know what I mean? And it's like if anything goes wrong, it just feels like it. And maybe it's not always this extreme, but it feels like literally it's not working. This is crap. You know what I mean? So if he was a mythical bad guy who spun straw into gold, he'd be... I kind of hate that you're making me say this. Pumpelstiltskin. I even missed him originally saying pums. Yeah. I called it out, though. You spin puns into gold, my friend. Comedy gold. I think Selfish Lock is trying to one-up himself on the puns tonight. I mean, always, Moo. Always. Selfish Lock, one of Selfish Lock's favorite things is puns. He makes puns for funs. It's not good. That wasn't good. That was terrible. I'm ashamed of myself. Crypt. I want to mark it complete, and then we're gonna go to this one. Back, Oren, you can start playing again. You got it, buddy. I was just standing there anyways while you were gone. I was like, I gotta wait for Murph. Murph, I'm really glad to see you, buddy. I'm glad you're doing well. I hope the fam's doing well too, man. I don't, you guys. I knew I was coming here by myself. I don't have my swamp key. I can't open the flipping gate. I kind of hate that you're making me say this. Yeah, yeah. The Murph has commanded it. What Murph says goes. Nope, no key. Well, at least I have a portal here and don't have to sail all the way back. That would have been terrible. You don't have your key. You're on Murph's turf here. Now he's no key Brewster. I would like to have some no key for dinner. Gnocchi. Oh, I don't want to say that again. Welcome to my stream by proxy, right? Yeah, yeah. Oh man, you'd be Combat. Remember when Combat would always be like, oh, this is my stream. Okay, Combat. We saw Combat not too long ago. He was able to make it to some streams. It was really good to hear from him. It sounds like work for him has been kind of stressful and everything, but sounds like he's doing well. So yeah, it was really good to hear from him. Because, you know, I mean, that's kind of the hard thing, right? You start making relationships with, oh crap, poison resist. You know, you start making friendships and having, you know, relationships with people that you meet in chat, right? But you don't know them well enough in real life that you're able to just contact them, right? And we hadn't heard from Combat in a really long time, and you know, I mean, like, you try to be realistic and stuff, and you're sure everything's fine, but 2020, 2021 been kind of crazy. So you know, it was cool to hear from him and to hear that he was fine and doing well. So kind of a relief, you know. Noki, I'm so proud of you. Yeah, I know how to say it. I love Noki. Oh gosh. Hey, how do you hit me? Good Ornikin. Good Ornikin. Good. Yeah, I popped in a few weeks ago. Yep. Yeah, were you there, Murph, when he showed up? I can't remember who else was there. But yeah, I was excited to see him for sure. I feel like I'm getting Discord messages like crazy. It's all good. Nothing urgent. Okay, cool. I was there. Yeah, you were. For once. Psh. Anyone else want to redeem points for the Calcast this week challenge, please? I mean, by all means, feel free. We've actually already looked at some wigs to just kind of get an idea. You know, it's kind of like, you kind of look at it too and go, what theme do I want to go here? Do I want to go with here? Do I want to go for something absolutely ridiculous because it's funny? Or do I want to go for something a little more serious, a little more like I am Cal Kestis? Yeah, it's nothing urgent, Discord. It's just annoying to hear. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I'm sure nobody really cares. I just, when I hear it, like my, you know, because I'm, you know, one of those people, you know, one of those techie people that's always on tech, that when I hear it, I want to go, like, answer it. They're all, like, cheap quality Ron Weasley wigs. There was a couple of them that were okay. I mean, we're not going to spend that much money on it, you know, get like a, you know, a super convincing wig, but well, yeah, it's gonna be funny because, you know, underneath that, like, one, you know me, I don't really have any hair, and then two, on top of that, you're gonna have the beard. you're gonna have the beard coming out of that, and that beard is not red. It's not gonna match very well. Oh, you jerk. Oh, you jerk. And it's just gonna be funny. Let's get a Ronald McDonald one. Okay, hold on. Put the brakes on, Kylaris. I got a line, okay? And that might be it. That Discord sound controls my density. Yeah, Back to the Future. Oh, yeah. That wig will be magic. That's true. Or do I want to be more serious, like I am Cal Kestis, he says, with his ladies Martha Stewart fringe poncho on? It's true. Who doesn't love that poncho, though? Am I right? That's a great poncho. That's a great poncho. Oh, it's a good thing I've got coffee. No one loves it more than you? Well, yeah, of course. I'm the one wearing it. If they wore it, they'd love it as much as I do. He'll be making finger sandwiches dressed as Cal Kestis. Whatever, Moo. Whatever. Mariah, they just put a patch through in the game yesterday. And they did a whole bunch of, I don't know if you saw this in the Discord chat, but they did a whole bunch of things for optimizing the game. And Locke, Clay, and I have noticed a considerable difference. There is still some lag sometimes, but we can open doors, we can open chests, we can move around a little bit, quite a bit easier. It has been a noticeable difference in the game. And I'm wondering how much of a difference you're going to see in playing. Hopefully it'll be considerable. I'm gonna drop some stuff off while I'm here, so I have fresh bags. In a cornucopia, yeah. What a great word, cornucopia. Am I right? I feel like the only times I've actually legitimately seen cornucopia was in like elementary school. Yes, make sure Moo knows her game might run better. Yep. He'll be pumping out delicate treats and judging you like Martha Stewart in no time. Today we'll be making these delicious finger sandwiches while I wear this pink poncho and this red wig. I am Cal Kestis. That's my best Martha Stewart. I don't know how accurate that is. I can't say I really watched that much Martha Stewart back in the day, but you know, or anytime. I feel like my impression is based off like SNL impressions, which oh good, I'm definitely going to do The Boss With You Friday, so I hope it's much better for me too. Absolutely. Your dreams come true? I tell Oren I ordered the red wig and a blonde shoulder like Bob came instead. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh my gosh. This is why. It's without Kylaris being there to be like, quit talking, start doing stuff. I just. Oh, never get anything accomplished. This is so funny. In a very good way, though. In a very good way. This is why I stream. That makes me smile. For real. Hi, Alan. Where's Kylaris? I'm gonna go to bed. Just want to say hi. Hope you have a great stream. Thanks, buddy. Kylaris isn't feeling very good tonight, so she's just kind of hanging out in chat and chilling in our living room, being comfy. So yeah. But appreciate you coming in and saying hi, Alan. Hope you're doing well. Hope you get some good sleep, man. Less than what? Well, I mean, you got what, Alan? Half a week? Half a week? Or was that Ace? Gosh, I can't keep it straight sometimes. I think that's Ace. Or was that Alan? Oh gosh, I don't know. Somebody is needing to quarantine. Oh, that was Ace. Okay, yep, my bad. But Alan, I hope you're doing well. I hope everything's going good. So. Baha, he just starts stream wearing it and never takes it off and never references it, like Grandpa showing up with a toupee randomly, right? Yeah. Make sure you aren't resting on a mostly chilly slab of stone. That's torture, pure torture. I feel like at this point we gotta explain that because it's just been referenced so many times and I feel like nobody knows what we're talking about. And acts like nothing's different, right?
Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. My name is Oren. Today we'll be making these delicious finger sandwiches while we delve crypts in Valheim.
I think you have explained it, but it's been a while. Oh, really? Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember half the time what stories I've told people and what I haven't, but... lol, I would like to hear the explanation because it still makes no sense. Okay, so here's the deal. We were talking about, like... I don't know how we got on this topic of conversation, especially because it's been years at this point. We were talking about forms of torture. And I said one of the things that I thought would be really terrible is being chained to a stone slab in a mostly chilly room. The reason for that is, one, you'd never be able to get comfortable. And two, mostly chilly. I mean, if it's too cold, eventually you go numb and it's like, okay, I can't feel anything. Great, yay! If you're warm, you're just comfortable. I mean, it's just good temperature. So if it's mostly chilly, you're just always on that line of like, if it was just a little colder, I wouldn't feel any of this. And if it was just a little bit warmer, I'd actually not be shivering, feeling terrible on this stone slab, right? Mind games. That to me, that's terrible. It'd just be terrible. Plus, I'm not a back sleeper, so that'd be rough. It's my personal form of torture. My grandpa did that, but said it grew overnight. What, Mom? Are you serious? Mom, don't use any last names, but I'm assuming your father's father. That's what I'm thinking, or your father's. Yeah, your father's father, right? Hi, Mom. How are you? What's going on? How was your road trip to? I'm not going to say the company name because again, you know, like we say we're in Michigan, but we don't really say where in Michigan, so I don't, you know what I mean? How was your trip to the shed place? Can you imagine Martha streaming Valheim for real?
So tonight I'll be going to the swamps. I will be fighting some Draugr, some oozes. I will need plenty of poison resistance, which I've crafted lovingly in my cauldron. And I've prepared them and placed them in these intricate vials. They're beautiful. And then we will be going diving for iron. We find that in the muddy piles.
Did he realize it was Kylaris that said she still didn't understand after all these years? Yes. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. You'd think she'd know me well enough by now. That's fantastic. Mom, I've never heard that story. What? What a diva. Plus, I'm not a back sleeper, so... Right, yeah. Yeah. If Murph was a music group, would he be Wind, Murph, and Fire? Yes, of course I didn't believe it, but Aunt Deb told about it for show and tell. Oh, that's funny. I didn't even know he had a wig. I think he passed when I was like, what, 3? Or was I older? I don't even remember. Yeah, I didn't know that story. That's funny. It grew overnight, brother. You know, when I started balding, and this is where, I mean, they say the bald gene comes from your mother's side. So hey, thanks, Grandpa, through my mom. When I started balding, it was just like, you know, I had people saying to me, oh, you could use hair growth formulas or treatments or whatever, transplants, things like that. I'm like, you know what? I'm balding. I'm just rolling with it. It is what it is. I'm, you know, not even from even just like a lazy standpoint or anything. I'm just like, you know, it is what it is. I'm getting older. I'm good. And I changed up my hairstyle. I grew a beard to kind of offset because Kylara said my eyebrows were too much for my face alone. That's true. Because I have quite the eyebrows. Let's be real. And so, like, you know, I just changed up my hair and everything, and I think the look works for me. And I'm just, you know, it's like I'm aging. I'm not afraid of the fact that I'm aging, and I'm balding. I'm good with it. I'm not 20 anymore, and that's okay. Even though I still feel 20 sometimes, you know. Or if he was a bad sci-fi flick, would he be Battlefield Murph? I was almost 3? Okay, gotcha. Are you trying to pun him back into chat by making Oren read these? What? Probably, yeah, probably. Well, yes, I miss him. I know, Murph's the best, man. I love Murph in chat. What a guy. What a guy. We should just message him and be like, Murph, get back in chat. You are all welcome. And there's the smarm. I'm aging gracefully, puts on ladies poncho. It's so comfy. Hey Ace, how you doing, man? What's going on, buddy? Oh, I'm gonna get my rested buff. He throws part of the poncho over one shoulder like a scarf. Man, can somebody redeem the poncho just so I can wear it for 15 minutes, okay? It's so comfortable. So here's the thing with the poncho though, it's great when it's cold out because it's very warm. Which I was surprised about, you know what I mean? Like for something that doesn't have arms, and I have long arms, I thought I would be more, I don't know. I didn't think it'd be as warm as it is. And it turned out to be very comfortable and very warm. And what I'm nervous about is in the summer, it's warm in this room kind of already because of all the lights that we have for streaming. And also kind of where it's situated in the house. And when I gotta wear the poncho, am I just gonna be sweating bullets? Because, I mean, that's gonna go from fun to gross real fast. Oh, geez, Ace. I'll read that in 1 second. There was a period between good and mood. You know, instead of a space, it was a period. And Streamlabs takes that as a link, and then it blocks the chat, so. Oh, it's poncho time. I will get that in 1 second. I'm going to catch up on chat. Doing better, to be honest. Good mood right now. I prank called this girl, then ended up just talking for a bit. Oh, that's fun. I'm pranking you, but now we're just having a great conversation. That's awesome. Very cool. Ace. Was it Alan came in a little bit ago, and I couldn't remember if it was you or Alan that had to quarantine, and I should have known better, but like, you know, I'm a little scatterbrained sometimes, especially when I'm chatting. And so I was saying though to Alan, I was like, Alan, aren't you holed up right now? And then very quickly I was like, nope, that's Ace, and Kylar's corrected me too. But I was sitting there thinking, hey, less half a week, right? Half a week more. So it should be good. Akamu has contributed 4,000 to the total to the Cal Kestis Wig Challenge. It's awesome. Dang, my bad. No, it's not a problem for me. I just want to let you know why your chat suddenly was crossed out. You know what I mean? So anytime there's a period between words like that, push together, it takes it as a link. And then it just auto, like, boom, we're not posting links, you know, even if it's not really a link, it takes it that way. So I want to make sure I read it. Oh, good. Add a wig for head warmth, right? I know. Oh, don't put on that wig after I've worn it for a stream. Yeah, Friday I get out. Oh, nice. Good. So only a couple more days. That's awesome, bud. And Soccer Monday. Glad you're going to get back to it. I hope you and the team are all healthy. Absolutely. Where's the poncho? Okay, sorry, Locke. Sorry. Poncho time. Gotta put it down over my eyes like this. Should wear this to a work meeting sometime. Wouldn't that be funny? They already ask me about the green screen all the time. I get asked constantly about the green screen on work meetings. Okay, let me get the timer up. 15 minutes on the clock. Yeah, Mr. Ace, hope you're all safe for sure. Yeah, 3 of them had it. Ooh, rough. Our team is just staying home. Yep, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I gotta remember to space. Yep. I gotta, like, proofread. You begged for it. I gave it to you, Poncho. It's true. Hey, Dad! You look like my Beppa when she was in a nursing home. Well, except she had better facial hair. Dad! Excuse me, I'm drinking coffee. Ladies and gentlemen, my father. Oh my gosh, Dad. You are Sith Lord Martha now.
Today, we will be executing younglings and joining the dark side. I'll probably be using Force Lightning and also my red lightsaber, which the Kyber crystal I bled red. I'm the epitome of evil.
Oh my gosh, Dad. That's so funny. Your dad just waltzes into chat, no hello, how are ya, and drops that bomb. I know, well, that's my dad. It's comedic genius, am I right? The delivery. It's great delivery. She had better facial hair. Dad. Crushed it, right. Matt's dad will be headlining the club all night. Yeah, yeah. Dad, how are you? What's going on, man? Oh, you guys. Oh, it's warm. It's warm. It's real warm, Poncho. Super comfy. Super comfy. I'm cool. Yeah, it's a good deal. I'm really warm now. Where am I going? Down this way. Okay, I gotta go more south. I'm not gonna fight those Surtlings right now. I mean, I could, but that's like a 2-star right there. Ace, is that really your dad? It is, yeah. Freesklud is my real life dad, and Make Good Choices in the chat is my mom. So, yep. Yeah. Yep. My parents come and chill sometimes, come and hang. I'd like to think it's because they're proud of me. I mean, it's not. It's so they can steal the show. Am I right? Nah, I'm just kidding. I thought you were kidding. Wow. Nope. Nope. My brothers and one of my sisters comes too sometimes. So. Yep. Yep. Sometimes I get the family in here. My youngest sister, I don't think, isn't really into video games or Twitch. So I don't believe she's been in. I don't think she has an account. But my sister, between her and my brothers, between my youngest sister and my brothers, my sister, one of my sisters comes. She has a Twitch account, and then my 2 brothers are. You know what? Oh my gosh, you guys, son of a gun! I went back to get my key, and guess what I forgot? Oh, no. Your dad really did you like that? Yeah. Yep. I think it's more of a slam on my great grandma, really, than it is on me. I mean, you know, it's the whole part about that's what my great grandma wore, but also she had a better beard than I did, so yeah. Let me see. Well, Matt thinks we're his parents. Dad, don't do that. I look just like you. They were in one of the cooking streams as well. They were, yep. For the Dutch pea soup, Snert. They were there helping us cook it. Yep. It was a lot of fun. Well, the key, we already called out Oren's eyebrows tonight. He's your son, Freeze Balloon. Yeah, yeah, for sure. I may need to play just so you have a key. I know. What did I do back at the base? I emptied my bags of all the stuff and all the different locations that they go. And then I took some amber pearls to the trader and got money for them. And then I promptly went back to the portal and came back here and ran all the way back to the crypt that I was going to do, realizing as I looked at the unopened gate, I don't have a key. Not one of my proudest moments. No, it wasn't. She was better looking. What? Dad! I have more hair on top of my head. You do. I got my hair genes from mom, Dad. That's how it works. The balding gene comes from the mother's genes. Male pattern baldness is passed down by the mother. Oren really getting destroyed out here. It's true. Ace, I can take it. It's good. It's all good. Well, I emptied the bags, pretended to be Martha, demanded poncho time. That's exactly what happened. That's what happened. He changed into his poncho at base. Yep. See, I did that. It's your fault, Selfie. You distracted him with coziness. You did. I wanted to make sure everyone knew what we were talking about. One time I was talking to this girl and went, most people call me Bobby, but you can call me anytime. Wah wah. Nice, Ace. You guys. Oh. My face is starting to hurt from all the laughing. I'm just waiting for somebody to be like, it's killing me. The swamps are so creepy. So one of the cool things I like about this game is, even though we've like progressed and we know what we're doing, your base health without any buff food or anything is still 25. And so you increase your armor rating. You're not going to get hit as hard by things with your armor, with an increase in armor, but like you still have to, you got to prep food and things like that. And so really the swamp is just as dangerous as it always has. I'm just coming better prepared. So it's still pretty creepy and intimidating. We're better comedians than that. I mean, sometimes you take the low ground. I'm offended. Gotta have feelings to be offended. Just kidding. Ace, what have you been doing, man? What you been doing to keep busy? Yes, Dad. Yes. Sweats, to be exact. I have sweatpants. For anybody watching the VOD, my dad said, you do have pants under that poncho, right? Yes. Yes, Dad. Thanks. I was just trying to embarrass me. But you can't embarrass me anymore, Dad. I'm on stream wearing a pink frilly poncho, okay? It's not that frilly, okay? But, like... Ace, try this one. Well, I'm here. What are your other 2 wishes? Oh, boo. Oh, it's terrible. Don't ask questions. Honestly, been talking to this girl and a lot of video games. That's cool, man. What games have you been playing? I'm telling you, Ace, Valheim has been all that we've been playing. We just love this game. And something recently just happened that kind of blew our minds. Professor Plum accidentally sailed off the world because apparently this is not a globe, it's a disc. It's interesting. Selfish, I'm using that. Ah. Yes, Ace, use it. Warzone mainly, that's cool. Tuna really likes Warzone too. He's been playing a lot of that, I think. I kind of want to take my headlamp, but I also kind of don't want to be without my iron cap, so I'm gonna infuriate Kylaris and not take the headlamp. You're welcome. Right, Moo. Yeah, Moo, I am really curious to see how the server improvements help your lag situation. Is that Kylaris playing the flute? Yeah, she's just, that's not the game. She's just standing off to the side, you know, playing the jazz flute. Do you believe in love at first sight, or should I walk by again? Oh, I just feel like I'm gonna stop reading chat now. Oh, I wanted to refill the brazier up here, or the hearth, I mean. Moose swoops in. I thought you sleeping. My friend wants me to get Rust, but I'm like, guys, look at Valheim, dude, for real. And I mean, like, you know, it's all there's differences to those games, right? So like, Rust is gonna work for some people, Valheim's gonna work for others. You know what I mean? Like, I think Rust is, from what I've heard, I've never actually played it or seen it. From what I've heard, Rust is more hardcore. I think, don't you have to eat to, like, you have to find food, right? They all have Rust already, though. Gotcha. I should learn it. She could play it. Almost just chilling. Had to get a snack. That's fair, Moo. Oh, snack sounds good right now. Oh, I was gonna make popcorn last night. Never did. Sad day. The song? What song? Oh, this song, yeah. Ouch, god dang it. Poison resist. The poison will kill you. Hardcore in this game, in the swamps. The poison is nothing to take lightly. We've had plenty of times where, like, we have pretty good health, we're doing fine, we beat some enemies, and we get poisoned in the process, and there's literally nothing you can do about it once you've been poisoned. So having poison resist on you before you get poisoned is a really good idea. Because we'll just be sitting there watching our health tick away. And you're like, okay, the poison's ticking down too. But am I gonna survive this? And then most of the time, no, we're dead. Yeah, Becky laughs at everything I say. That's how I got her. It's true. Becky thinks he's hilarious. Just Becky. Just kidding. Selfish, you got the best lines. He's a very witty dude. He's a witty dude. Should I send the love at first sight one to the girl tomorrow? I mean, maybe. It depends on how her sense of humor is, I feel like. Ice cream? I had a small bowl after dinner. Could really use some popcorn, but I don't know. She's in my class. I can wait till next week. It's true. String cheese. I'm not actually a fan of string cheese. I mean, I don't think it's terrible, but that's the poncho timer. I like the thought of her standing off screen, waiting for the flute cue, and coming in for just a little part, and then silent standing again while, and like just kind of like dancing and playing the, you know, energetically playing the flute. Yes, you should send it. Oh my gosh, are we really encouraging this? Imagine it could work, honestly. I could switch out for the clarinet part 2 when needed. I would have to brush up on French horn for the ocean sailing. If she likes funny guys, you are good to go. Oh, Latka clarinet, yeah. I'm told I'm a funny guy, and also my voice is attractive, and the second one kind of weirds me out. I mean, no, own that. Own that. I'm slowly working on trumpet. Nice, that's cool. If she thinks bad lines are funny and cute, go for it. If not, well, I only need Becky. Work. Moo and I were talking to each other about ice cream and string cheese. Oh, you weren't talking to me? Fine. All right, you guys, for the third time, I'm going to try and open this crypt. This time I'm prepared. No, stay out of our convo? Fine, sorry, gosh. I mean, it's your stream too, okay? I get it. Smarmadillo alert. Oh, now we need to like... Hold on. Third time's the charm, you know it. Ice cream and string cheese do not go together. No, Mom. But I did hear someone I worked with, said that when she was pregnant, she was like, it was the weirdest craving. I craved ice cream and Fritos. Not separately, together. And I was like, I can kind of see that, you know? I can kind of see it, but just very out of the norm. You ever just think, why haven't we just put air in bags and brought it to the moon? Nope. Never thought that before. Interesting, though. Ace, this is the start of another pickup line, or totally random, made me laugh. I crave that and I can't get pregnant. What? Okay, Dad. Dad, you like Fritos and ice cream? I mean, it's more complicated than that, Ace. I mean, that's essentially what they do, but, you know, it's more complicated than that. And if you mean like just bring air to the moon, the moon doesn't have the gravity in the atmosphere to hold a solid atmosphere in, so any of that air that you're releasing, it's all just being bled right out of the atmosphere of the moon, or the lack thereof. And you would just lose it to space, so. Now I want Doritos, no doubt. Me too. All right, poncho's coming off. Not much of a redemption if I don't actually take it off. And it's warm. It's really hot. Got pink fuzz flying all over. Yeah, let's just bring gravity with us, right? No big deal. We can bottle that. No problem. That'll fit in a Stairlight container. Am I right? Totally.
I hope you aren't missing too much science class during quarantine, right? Doritos and Pepsi. Oh, Mom. It's been so long since I've had Pepsi. Sometimes I miss it. Although every once in a while I have a like sip of pop and I'm like, oh man, it's so strong now. I used to be able to drink that stuff by the gallon, and now just a sip is like too much for me. Yeah, about that. I fell asleep today in bio. Oh no. I don't know if my parents know this. But I'm older now and have owned many of my faults, especially as a young man. I fell asleep every day in stats class. Stats, for some reason, it was 6th hour my senior year, and for whatever reason, stats class, I just could not stay awake. And it was funny because I was always like, what am I going to need stats for? And I ended up dropping it and switching classes because, I mean, obviously I'm falling asleep in it every day. And you know, not a good thing. I don't recommend it. But I sat there and said, you know, when am I ever going to need stats? Stats is like, you know, not only do I really not like math, and I'm not very good at it, but when am I ever going to use this in real life? Well, guess what? I use stats now like every day. Basically had to go back and teach myself stats for reporting and things like that, because I use it constantly in business, constantly. So woke up to her saying, Bobby, are you doing the work? Me, yeah, my computer's bugging. Oh, virtual learning. Virtual learning, am I right? That's rough. I had concert and marching band at 7:15 in high school. That was brutal. Oren, stats, mic drop. Yeah. But I can go back every day after spring break, and I think I'm gonna do it. That's cool, man. I'm learning about important dates in history. Want to be one of them. Oh my gosh, Locke. Oh my gosh. It's rough. Oh man. Are you Googling these? I know, right? I mean, he's witty, but try that one. Are you Googling these? OMG, I'm using that. She's in my global class too. Oh jeez. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. What do I need? We're gonna put the leather scraps back in there. Forget that jazz. We got plenty of that. Funny story to funny and also kind of sad. To basically graduate, and again, not proud of this. I basically had to write a paper, which I'm really good at, and it could be about anything I wanted it to be in. And it was actually about how I wish I would have done better and been a better example, especially to like my brothers and stuff. How I would have done better in school, because now that I was at the end of it, I'm like, you know, real life's hitting, and I really could have done more. Like not fall asleep in stats class, because apparently I'm going to use stats the rest of my career. So yeah. No, I don't want a blob trophy. I'll be like, you know how we are learning about important dates right now? Can you be one of them? Oh, jeez. Then you link my channel yet again before I stream. Yeah. Ace needs to follow Selfish Lock for more tips when you start streaming soon, right? Yeah, Locke's looking to stream soon. Once we get his new computer built, I think. He's been working on some art for his and everything. Ace, I don't know if you got to see it. Maybe just coming to the channel, but we got a new profile pic created by Selfish Lock right there. Girl, you must be McDonald's because I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Lock, Orin had the idea earlier to build a trophy house at main base, possibly above the beehives. Thoughts? I like it. Yeah, Dad. Well, here I am. What are your other 2 wishes? Epic idea? Cool. Yeah, I think it would be kind of fun. Like, make kind of a cool, like a cool building, kind of stone and wood, and I kind of pictured it being somewhat open at the top more, but like, you know, with a lot of places to put trophies, kind of in a cool way. I don't know. Cool angles. Cool angles. Her mom works at the school, so if it doesn't go good, it's over. That'd be awkward, man. That'd be awkward. Here's the deal. You just gotta be nice. Gotta be nice. Gotta be genuine, right? Ace, when have I steered you wrong? You gotta be nice. You gotta be genuine. You gotta be respectful. You know, you gotta show that you care. That's how these things work. I mean, Kyle Larson didn't pick me because of my looks. Let's just say that. Oh my gosh, Dad. Are you a parking ticket because you've got fine written all over you? Oh my gosh, Dad. Jeez. Ace, don't get in trouble. These are all very family friendly, so it'll be fine. One time I got ISS for laughing during a lockdown. What? I don't know what that is. Maybe I'm just really old. Maybe I'm like so out of touch that I don't even know. I can't complain. I deserved it. That's fair. Own it. You know? I feel like the best thing to do when you get in trouble is own your mistake and then fix it, right? So, it's good. We've all gotten in trouble. Yes, we have. I got suspended one time in 3rd grade. Oh, Ace. Hooligan. Hooligan. I'm surprised I didn't get suspended. One time I punched a girl's front teeth out in 3rd grade. It was an accident, but still. People were not happy. My mother is here to confirm it. That's a great thing, Ma. I feel like, Mom, sometimes I tell people stories in at work, and sometimes they almost sound so far-fetched that like I legit, you know, it's almost kind of like, do they really believe me when I tell these stories? And I want to just like call you and put you on speakerphone and say, hey, Mom, this happened, right? You know, just. You know, no context, you know, but remember when this happened? Yeah. Okay, thanks, Mom. Oh my gosh. I feel like my dad's Googling the same things Locke is. In-school suspension? Oh, ISS in-school suspension. Gotcha. I don't know why I didn't put that together. I never got suspended. I've never been suspended. I did some stupid stuff, but I never got suspended. I have a Burger King pickup line, but I don't think it would be family friendly, so I will refrain. Appreciate you mentioning it, though. Thanks. You know, pique all of our curiosity and then make it not family friendly. Great one, Locke. Good job, man. Stop it with your poison. It's on my head. Oh no, I don't have buff food. Oh no, I don't have buff food. Ah! Ooh, I saved that at the last second. Whisper it to me, though. You did indeed punch her tooth out, but it was her fault. Yeah, it kind of was. Thanks, Mom. See, that's my mom. She got my back. It was her fault, not mine. Punched it right out of her face. Oh, there was blood. It was not good. It was not good. Her mom showed up. I think like her aunt. I still remember that. They're both like, is your name Google? Because you have everything I've been searching for. What all happened? What happened in that? Okay, so here's the deal. I'm in 3rd grade. My friend, because, you know, in 3rd grade, girls tend to be taller than boys. My friend, she's taller than me, whatever. I feel like that's relevant. I don't know why, because, you know, I mean, like, I'm punching, right? She grabbed like this stuffed mouse, and I still remember what the thing looked like. She grabbed this stuffed mouse, and she was moving it, and she was like, punch it, you know, or hit the mouse, see if you can hit the mouse and stuff. And so she's moving it around and everything, and I'm just kind of punching at it. And she put it up in front of her face and then went, and I just punched her right in the mouth. Took her tooth right out. Oh my gosh, Dad. Feel my shirt. Know what it's made of? Boyfriend material. I'm not whispering pickup lines to you. That's fair. That's fair. Just that one. Just that one. Lock. All fun and games until I only have a sweatshirt, no shirt. What? OMG, listening to that, I started laughing. Yeah, man. I'm getting, what, the Discord. This Discord about to blow up. Why Locke was asking Kylaris why all of his pickup lines are food related. I don't know. Are you a time traveler? Because I see you in my future. I'm gonna puke. I'm gonna throw up. Excuse me. I'm just kidding. Kind of. Where's that muddy scrap? There we go. Smooth with it. Yep. That is my dad. You know, I'm proud of him, though. My mom, too. Can I go anywhere else? Nope. We're gonna go this way. Did he use these on you? Probably not. No, he was cool back then. Wah wah. Mom. But what was the act, though? Was he really cool, or was it an act? Because when you're younger like that, I feel like, you know, being cool is way more important than when you're getting older. And as you get older, you kind of realize that trying to be cool is the facade, if you will. You know, you're like trying too hard for it, and then you just start being you. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Be you. It's the Orin life lesson of the day. Be yourself. Be you. My best pickup line ever. Glad you asked. It was high, and they fell for it. Oh my gosh. Be you. Everyone else is taken. Oh man. Orin, it's story time. That's right. We got the ace command. M had a shirt that said that, right?
Thanks, Genie from Aladdin. Be yourself. Ow. Jerk? There's not a blob in there, is there? Alright, dude. I'd say you're gonna die, but you're already kind of dead. You're already dead. You're gonna undeath. Orange stories are so good though. Thanks, buddy. The one with the eye. That one's rough. That one's rough. That's a rough one. I don't know if my parents remember how bloodshot my eye was for that. It was pretty gross. I'd only met, and I actually had met one other person ever who had their eye drilled out. Drilled out. That makes it sound like they just... This is a fake. I really can't see out of this one. No, I had their eye drilled. Selfish Lock activates the redemption Odin's Eye. Redeems Odin's Eye, right? Is there any plans for the next future cooking stream? Sort of, Ace, and I'm really looking forward to it. My brother redeemed, and he knows that I've been wanting to make real, authentic, like, awesome ramen bowls. And so, he's kind of been trying to figure out like the right recipe that he wants us to make, and I just talked to him about it Sunday. So hopefully we'll get that pinned down soon, because I'm really excited for it and I can't wait. So yeah. Well, I heard Allie laugh from the other room through stream. That's funny, yeah. Yep. The children are now awake and crying like, what's going on, Mom? Tuna! Hey, Tuna has contributed 8,000 total to the Cal Kestis Wig Challenge! Tuna, how are you? What's going on? Are you serious? I'm in the living room and the door is shut. It's true. Oh, there's like there's a Draugr spawn point beyond this. I can hear the flies. Isn't that disgusting? That sounds good. Right now I'm so hungry. I'm hungry too. Yeah, I've never had like legit home, like a really well cooked ramen. Kylaris actually like got us these like kind of microwave, you know, it wasn't like the styrofoam cup ramen or anything. It wasn't like, you know, sodium with a couple of noodles and dehydrated vegetables thrown in there. Like, it wasn't that. It was kind of a bigger like plastic bowl, and it was really good. It was really good, but it wasn't like the ramen that you see in like restaurants. And that's what I want to make. I have never had that, and I want it so bad. You know, with like the hard-boiled egg and like steak and the really good broth and the veggies and stuff. Like, that's what I want. Tuna says, "What up?" Locke says, "I totally heard you." I'm crying over here so much for arting. I know you should be playing Valheim with me. Broski. I'm good. How are you guys? Doing really good, Tuna. Thanks. Glad to hear you're doing well. What's going on, buddy? Tuna, we apparently found out that Valheim is flat because Professor Plum took a ship to the edge of the map, which is quite literally the edge of the map, and he sailed off it. So we thought we needed a lot of iron, you know, not a lot. We thought we needed a little bit of iron more. We actually now need a lot more iron. So I'm crypt diving some more. All right, let's get this thing. Ooh, that's a very bad guy. That is a very bad guy right there. See the purple eyes? He's kind of an elite. So. There's ramen in restaurants. Yes, there is. Really good ramen. Ace, you should look it up. You should look up like authentic, really good like restaurant quality ramen. It is not like the styrofoam cup ramen, which, you know, plenty of people enjoy. That's cool. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying, look up like legit ramen. So like I haven't had it, so I don't know, but it looks so good. Excuse me. That's the only ramen that you know? Yeah, look it up, man. Well, do we know if he wants this to be news to everyone coming in? I don't know. I guess I'm just kind of explaining what I'm doing and why. I don't know if I can right now before I get even more hungry, right? He had one eye, like your redemption. Brother. I gotta wait like 30 minutes to get something. I'm supposed to be sleeping right now. Jeesh. Who knew that Emperor Clementine II himself was a flat earther, right? yeah, right. Oh man. Yeah, Tuna. So he took a ship and thought, you know, so we got this message this, you know, this morning, our morning, as he was like, I think, heading to bed. And oh, that's just scrap. Oh, that's scrap iron. Shoot, can I pick it up? We got this message where he was like, oh man, something tragic has happened. And he was like, you know, I took a ship and sailed to the edge of the map, and next thing I know it, you know, there's like this kind of white water spray, and then he was down the drink, over the edge, and there's no coming back from that. I mean, so his character respawned, but any of the stuff that he had with him, the boat, they're gone. So I'm trying to get a lot of iron. Because we're gonna need it. He plummeted off the edge, right? Your brother just picked some ramen bowls at Costco. They have 67% sodium. Yeah, my mom was telling me about that on Sunday. And Dan was like, they're so good. I like salt, but that is a lot of sodium. It's a lot of sodium. You need a lot. You need a slot for that iron. I know, dude. I know, but I can't get rid of any of this stuff. I don't want to get it. I don't want to get rid of any of this. I'm gonna have to just take some back, and come back to this one. Now I want rice and soy sauce. Oh, that sounds so good right now. Oh no, that stinks. I know. It's pretty bad. So, I mean, what I'm trying to do is get as much iron as I can. Right now we have enough iron for, we had enough iron for all of us to get like me, Clay. Prof already had all the iron stuff. Prof was max in all of that. He'd upgraded it all, had all the pieces. Like, he was ready to go, because we're gonna go fight the next Forsaken boss and kind of unlock more stuff, increase the difficulty of the server and things like that. And so Prof was ready. Me, Clay, Kylaris, Locke, we'd gotten all of our iron gear. We had enough iron to upgrade it to level 4, and we also had extra for Ekomu, and we needed a little bit more to help her like kind of cap that all out and everything too. So we were going to work on some of that anyway, but then we got that message from Prof too, and it's like, oh, you know, like, that sucks, because he put a lot of work into that. So If we can help in any way, you know. Lose the ooze. Psh. I could go for sushi right now, Ace. I could go for sushi anytime. Anytime. I'd eat it for breakfast. I'd eat sushi for breakfast. I would snack on it for meals. I love sushi. Love it. Some sushi and a ramen bowl. Oh man. That'd be amazing. We should get some sushi for the ramen meal. And then maybe someday somebody will redeem sushi. Except Kylaris doesn't like it. So we've kind of said when it comes to things like Kylaris doesn't like, we got to do something about that. Either like kind of steer things in another direction, similar maybe, sort of same theme. I don't know, or we'd have to make something else for her as well. But she doesn't really like it. I love it. Who's the use? I don't want to. He was brave but foolish. Yeah. Runs to the kitchen for rice and soy sauce. Oh. But hey, now you know, which is really funny because it was like, we were all like, oh no, that sucks and everything. And then all of a sudden I went, wait a minute, does that mean Valheim's flat? And Clay was like, you know, Prof's already probably in bed. Clay was like, it would seem that way. So we were like, what? And that reminded me of the Thor movies. Because they, you know, when they start, they show Asgard as being flat, and there's something on the other, there's stuff on the other side of it, like mountains or something like that. But it's flat, and I just thought that was really interesting. He was brave but foolish. Oh nope. Nope. See you, Sirtlings. Brave, but foolish. Twice the pride, double the fall. Off the earth. I literally did selfish lock. I started boiling water. I have rice already made in the fridge. You guys, come on. The map was shorter than he expected. Sushi, yeah. BRB gonna get a bite to eat. Cool, Ace. Sounds good, buddy. Bye, Dad. Thanks for coming and hanging. Hope you have a good night. Want tempura now? I don't think I've ever had that. Gasp, please send twice the pride, double the fall to Prof in Discord. Maybe after we know for sure how sad he is. Right. We gotta watch the two soon. Sushi's a mega win, mega W, right? Oh, I love it so much. He was like, aren't you a little short for a Game World? So Eel is out? Why is, wait, who? Kylaris? Valheim's flat like this Diet Pepsi sitting next to me. Yuck, jeez. You like it best when it's flat, Mom? Really? I don't think I knew that. Right, yep. Okay, I'm back. Dad, you said good night. You just decided to stay longer. That's cool. Appreciate it. Oh, dang it. The iron. Just put it here. Can't go through a portal with ore. Doesn't let you. No ingots. No raw ore. Oh, you figured because sushi was out, maybe eel was too? I don't know. I think she'd try eel. I don't think that just automatically rules it out. It's something about the seaweed. I don't think she likes the seaweed wrap. I think she says it tastes like grass or something like that, or she can taste it too much. Flat Pepsi, I'll save it for you. No, I didn't. I said later, everyone. Oh, okay. I don't know what's going on anymore. Ooh, my meads are done too. Dad, I think Dan tried to get you into this game. Mom would probably like it too, actually. I had eel in the Netherlands, but I don't like the strong fishy taste of seaweed. Right. Selfish Lock redeems cooking stream eel. Oh, I'm there. I'm there. Absolutely. I hate you. Dad likes eel, yep, especially smoked eel. Oh, I want to try it. It'd be so good. Selfish Lock also redeems Odin's eye, but Orin only has one eye left, right? Yeah. Drilled straight out of my head. I mean, Locke, I have the points. I can hook a homie up. Locke has the points too. I think he's got more than like at least double what he needs for a cooking stream. And we're always like, you can redeem them. And he's like, yeah. Eel is good. You liked it when you were 8 months old. I bet I'd like it now. I'd eat smoked eel. Dad, does the Dutch store have? We're not gonna put the name of the Dutch store in that because again, you know, we're in Michigan. That's all we're gonna put out there. But does the Dutch store have smoked eel? Yes. We should get some. 51,000 currently. Yeah. Yep. The cooking stream is a collaboration that requires menu approval. Thank you, says Skylaris. Yeah. I'm working on a wig with my points currently. Word. Appreciate it. All right then. I'm gonna take some of this stuff to the trader, sell it. Kylaris, I haven't done anything with the farm. Sorry, the turnips are everything's grown. Is that you giving your blessing? But then again, you like to fly when you were 8 months old too, right? Because I didn't know about all the crazy death and destruction that planes cause. No, I probably wasn't afraid of heights then, or claustrophobic, or any of the other reasons why I'm absolutely afraid of flying. My boss was actually on a plane that blew an engine over the ocean. And she was like, yeah, and then, you know, as consolation for that experience, they gave me, what are they, not vouchers, what are they? I don't fly, so I don't know, but yeah. What are they, like, I don't think it was like frequent flyer points, you know what I'm talking about, like basically, essentially coupons for flying. And she was like, yeah, thanks. She said it took her a while too to fly again. I'm kind of surprised she did. And I actually said in a meeting then too, because they know I am irrationally and extremely afraid of flying. They kind of were like, Matt, how you feeling about that one? And I'm like, yeah, that just reaffirms my position on this. Thanks. Geez, crazy death and destruction. Maybe see a shrink, right? Yeah. Frequent flyer miles, yeah. Don't think about free boost then, so nobody cares. I don't know. They just start throwing bottles. The engine blows and they're throwing bottles at people. At least you know it's irrational. I do know I do. I'm aware of how irrational that fear is. It doesn't stop me from being afraid. I can't logic that one. There are things that I can logic. There are things that I can compartmentalize and I can be like, yep, you know, okay, I get it. That's not one of them. In fact, that's one of the few things that I can't logic that. That's probably why, yeah. Even though you try to rationalize it, I do try to rationalize it because, you know, there's still that feeling of like, you know, people look at me and are like, oh, you're afraid to fly? You do know, like, I get that all the time. You do know there's more of a chance of you dying in a car crash. I'm like, yeah, that's because they give just about anyone a license. There's about 1 billion more cars on the road than there is planes in the sky. You know what I mean? It doesn't take nearly as much to get a license as it does for a car as it does for a license to fly a plane. Like, I get it. But, oh, nope. I've been in several car accidents and I've walked away. Thank goodness. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's just that whole, like, I can tell what people think about that fear.
And so there's still that part of me that's like, I need to try and defend this, even though I know in a lot of ways it's irrational. So, real talk with Orin. I'm confused. Bye. I don't like flying either, but I flew to Russia 3 times. You could do it if it were a short trip over land. Nope. I would freak out. I would freak out. Guarantee it. In fact, you have to even try to convince me to want to fly. I don't want to fly. I want to see these places. I want to, you know, like, it's unfortunate to me that I won't see these places that I want to see that require flying. But I don't want to fly. I don't want to see them enough to get in a plane. That's how scared I am of. That's not how much I want to see these places. That's how scared I am of flying. So. Ugh. Hashtag judged. I took drugs. They didn't help. That's, I mean, yeah, again, like, I would have to take the medication in full knowledge that I was doing it to get on a plane. Nope. Nope. This is what it is. Nope. I ran out of soy sauce trying to get to 67% sodium. You don't even like that much sodium. No. I nearly got there. It's okay. Pour salt on it. Just get the Mortons out and... It's a brand new jar. Was a brand new jar. Man, all this talk about salt. Now I want popcorn even more. How is it 11:10 already, y'all? How is it 11:10 already? I don't want to stay up too much longer. I need to get some sleep. You know, as I've like, I don't want to say whined about, but close. You know, me and the kids were sick the last week and lost a lot of sleep, and I still have not recouped that, and I got a lot to do tomorrow for my job. Hey, thistle. We need all the thistle that we can get. Okay, Archer. Get out of here. Get out of here. Me and Mortons go way back. Fireballs from everywhere. Okay, guys. Okay. Let's simmer down, all right? Not the best pun. Okay, you guys, what if we encased the spawn points for the Surtlings in stone and then had, like, platforms up top that we could, like, shoot down into? We could totally have Surtling farms. I'd say this chat is plenty salty. A pound a day. I just threw up. Also salty. Gross. Don't you sneak up on me. Oh geez, tamed and hungry Surtlings. I know, right? Mushrooms? I don't think I've ever seen mushrooms. Have you guys ever seen mushrooms growing in the swamp? Okay. Good with it. Oh, you have? I wonder if they wouldn't spawn within an enclosure. I mean, might depend on the size of the enclosure. If it's too small, they probably spawn outside of it too. But if it's big enough. But I guess at that point, why would you need to enclose them? They don't really go that far from it, so. Because I wear my headlamp. Probably not able to spawn. I don't know. I bet they would. You should take flying lessons. That would help you get over your fear. Nope. I appreciate you trying to help, Mom, but nope. You haven't seen mushrooms in that biome? Yeah, me neither. You sound like you were in dire straits. Kind of don't get it. What do you mean? I feel like I don't get it. I don't need leather scraps. Leather scraps. Leather scraps. Who needs that? Psh. Kyler is a travel widow. We have to accept it. You know, I feel really bad about that too. I really do. Like, we can be real for 2 seconds. That's something that actually really bothers me, is that I would love to take my wife to these places, and I am super afraid of flying. So it's very unfortunate. It's very sad. Oh, those are the bone fragments I just tossed. Can't pick these up. What the heck? That's all the stuff I have here. Dang, son. Boats, trains, yeah, maybe. I don't know. There's oceans, too. Oceans kind of scare me. No, Orin is while I'm gone. That's fair. Oh, there's nothing there. Okay, good. Can I check this? Yeah, nope. Dad, Selfish Lock is ready to go on a trip when you are. You're such a Viking. Sultan of Salty, Sultans of Swing, Dire Straits, he's in dire. Oh, never mind. Oh, blobs. Kill them. Kill them all. Oh no, I need my pick now. No, pick. Dear Diary. Oh, boo. I'm ready to go. Windmills and clomping. Here we come. The food. I mean, you know, seeing our family would be cool too, but food. The food and like, oh, you guys, the pictures, the scenery. Beautiful. Absolutely incredible. I feel like we have enough yellow mushrooms, but I kind of don't want to leave them anyway. I don't know. I can make coal anywhere. I'm gonna pick up that ooze. I can go anywhere. Yeah, we got a lot of ooze too. I'm gonna take the pearls. You do have Viking blood from both of your parents, I know. It's true. I can't remember if I showed it on stream or not, or maybe I just put it to the Discord, but my parents actually gifted us all, you know, it's kind of like a cool family thing to do, like the ancestry DNA tests and stuff, and it was really, it was cool. Like, we knew that, like, you know, Western European, like specifically the Netherlands and stuff, like we knew that was what was going to come back. But what was really interesting is Norwegian, Swedish, not as surprisingly like British Isles, but because like the Frisians, which my dad's family especially, I don't know, Mom, if you're Frisian as much, but the Frisians went to the British Isles quite a bit.
back and forth. And so there's a lot of that there too. And so it's interesting because like it was something like my personal DNA is made up of like 11% Norwegian and 16 or 20 some percent Swedish and stuff like that. That's crazy. So when we found out, we were like, ah, we're Vikings. And then we got my daughter when she was a baby a Viking hat. You should go someday, Locke. It's beautiful from what I've seen in pictures. It's beautiful. You got it right. A riot was had by Hull. Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, Becky really likes to travel too, doesn't she? Becky's been all over. I feel like I remember that. Like Becky's been to a whole. Oh, that's just leather scraps. I keep thinking that's like a mud pile. I also have Irish, which really excites me for some reason. Really, I didn't know that. I guess we're not the purebloods we thought we were, but who is really, right? You go back far enough. Who is? What is Becky's heritage? I don't know if I know, minus last names. Yep, no last names. Allie Clay and I were talking about the heritage thing you got for the kids the other day. I want to do it so bad. It was really cool. It was really fun. And then because when you do that, you get like a whole breakdown on their website and everything. And the more DNA tests that they run for people, the more your own personal, because they have more data, right? The more your personal information is updated and accurate, and it's really pretty cool. On Becky's a bunch of things. Her DNA test would be especially interesting then. Yeah, for sure. I think French. Go to bed, Oren. I think French, Irish, Prussian, and more. Wow. I'm sure Nice is one of those things. No, she's terrible. Becky's horrible. She's so mean. I'm just kidding. Becky's very nice. She's also very chill. I can't imagine her ever. I just can't imagine Becky being mean. I'm sure she has her frustrated, angry moments like everybody, but I can't imagine it. Oh, you mean heritage, right? Oh yeah, they go on sale and stuff too. This is a family stream. She's fresh. It's not what I meant. I meant to say French. Oh. Okay, that went absolutely nowhere. So that's cool. That's cool. That helps me out. Where? Okay. So the next spot is this. I'm using Prof's method of crypt delving. I'm always going to the right first, so I know where I'm going. Prussia, today that covers a lot of countries, right? I too have been Prof trained to go right. I know, for real. I mean, it's a decent method, you know what I mean? It doesn't really matter which way you go, but you know, his method was to always take the right path, so you know where you go, because these things can get real confusing very quickly. There is another scrap pile. Thanks, Yoda. Viking Yoda. It's a weird thought.
I have 10 minutes before I have to go to bed. Okay, Mom. All right, Mom. "38 years old and she's still telling me when I gotta go to bed." I can get rid of some of these mushrooms. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, I gotta get rid of something else too. Well, sorry, Thistle, I can find you in more places. Yeah, she did her own research. Where is that? Sometimes chat, like I'll scroll up and it wants to bounce back down. She did her own research as a kid, 4-H club or whatever it's called. Gotcha. I think she's related to John Wayne. What? It's a good choice between the right way and the wrong way. Wah, wah. Wow, that's cool, Locke. The Orin parents love John Wayne. Peripherus has contributed 6,000 total to Cal Kestis Wig Challenge. Hey, Peripherus, thank you. How you doing, buddy? What is going on, my friend? Oh, apparently I've already looted that. No. What else am I gonna have to drop? Probably entrails. I'm gonna have to drop my entrails. Son of a biscuit. I'm too heavy. I dropped my entrails, but I'm still too heavy. No. They're there. I can carry that. I'm at capacity. That's cool, Pilgrim. What? Oh yeah, John Wayne. Sorry, I lost it for a minute. Not bad, not bad. Got my portal near Elder now, so boss fight tomorrow. Nice, very cool. Very cool. That'll be exciting. Tell us how it goes. Now you have to message him Becky's grandparents' name so he can stay up all night proving that, right? Yeah. What was it, Kylars? You are potentially related to Woodrow Wilson, the U.S. president, and through marriage, potentially Pocahontas? Was that right? Like, I don't even know how confirmed that is, but I thought there was talk of that. All right, I'm gonna have to come back to this one anyways. We didn't even get through half of that, but that's okay. I'll buff food up so I don't get killed out here with all this stuff on me. No, Pocahontas was at least disproven, I think. She's related to his other wife or something. Oh, okay. Because Woodrow Wilson was married at, like, twice. So she was Pocahontas was related to the other wife. And you were related to Woodrow Wilson through marriage of the other wife. I already said other, so that felt weird. I can hear your voice saying that, right? Ask her grandparents' names when she's conscious. You type like you talk, she does. Oh, Certlings. The runners, too. Give me them Certling cores. My sisters told me the same thing about texts and emails. It's true. For reverse, I'm potentially related to my mother. Oh, good. Water.
Peripherous. Peripherous, what you up to, man? Blood bags. The leeches are disgusting. I don't know how many more times I'm gonna say that. Probably a billion, but they're gross. You can't really see how big they are right now, but they're huge. Pepsi, Pepsi. I'm too full of rice. Lisa, no more chocolate. I do the genealogy for my family. Oh, nice, Peripherous. My dad is really into genealogy. And he is in the chat. All trunk, no branches. Dude, I want popcorn, but it's like 11:30, so I don't know if I don't know. I'm gonna have to sail this iron back, or I mean, I could do it some other time, but I'll probably do it now. It's for fun, for funsies. Open the tree house here. It's not a whole lot of iron, but to be fair, sorry, I forgot my key twice going to the crypt, so you know. Wait, hold on. I did this backwards. I want to put all of the other items in here. And I want to take the iron with me. Want a little rice with soy sauce? I have some left. Yes, please. Pun intended, but true. Yep, I can't wait until next year when the 1921 census is released online. Nice. I'm just putting my rice in my Morton's canister. Kylar, stop with the flute. She just, you know, starts playing mad flute behind me. Yeah, I really wish I would have gotten more iron, but it's all good. We're gonna need it. We did our census for this decade this week. Oh, really? I think we did ours. Did we do ours last year or the year before? She's the next Yanni, right? I made a chicken and rice casserole that had 3/4 of a cup of soy sauce for dinner. It was very salty, probably 66%. I feel like the 67% sodium is got to be like it's like a new community inside joke. Oh gosh! Scared the crap out of me. All right, you punks, get out of the water. Let's tango. Come on. That's creepy. Oh, hi. Oh my gosh, you're kidding.
Here you go.
Hold on, I gotta fight. You show it. How do you, how? I gotta...
You blow across.
Don't you have to, like, what do you gotta do?
Or your lips more.
What's the angle?
You should be blowing across the top. Almost. I'm so sorry, everybody.
No, she's not.
Wow.
I thought you were bringing me rice at first, not a
Did
flute.
you want the rice? I didn't hear the
Sure. Yeah, that'd be cool. Oh, nice. She just woke up the kids, but she's back again. 1921 census must be a different country. In the U.S., the 1950 census comes out next year. Yeah, Purpose is UK. Oh, Badant. Selfish redeems Odin's eye. Now Orin can't see to attack. I mean, you know, at this point, if you had that redemption, I wouldn't have any eyes, so. Wow, that's the driest rice ever. Delicious. I'm your new favorite flautist. Fair. Naturally talented. Sorry, I just started mowing into this because I am starving. I mean, let's be real, I'd last a few days in the desert, but I'm hungry. Let me clink this bowl in the mic for you. I'm sure you'd love to hear that. Hopefully you have your Twitch volume turned way up. I gotta get caught up on chat. Kylar, stop with the flute. She has been there the whole time, right? Nah, some soft flute will lull them to sleep, right? Okay, after that flute solo, I'm ready for bed. Sounds good, Dad. Hey, yeah. Are you for real? Are you leaving or are you just joking? I can't tell. I can't tell, Dad. I can't tell when you're joking. You need to put some water on it when you heat it up and lid partially on. I know, dude. So, like, the other day I heated up some leftover rice. I got a guy coming to attack me. And I put some milk on it and when I heated it up. And it worked really well. It was very delicious after that and kind of creamy. How is there a troll in the swamp right now? What is happening? The ground is shaking. That's why. Punks. It's fighting other things. I'm good with this. I'm good with this. Hold on. He big, but I'm in a treehouse, so. Shh. Oh. And then I punched the treehouse, because, you know. What? Hey, you jerk. Hey, stop hitting my smelter. Stop it. Stop it. Yeah, that's right, you did. If they break that, I'm gonna be so mad. The shakes start to fade. That's because I ate rice. He's the next Jethro Tull, right? Now I'm convinced you were in the room the whole time. I made it fresh and instant. Oh, then he's a jerk? What? And there's your selfish. Oh no, he can smash our tree, kill him. I know, right? We need to encase this tree in. So you guys, we built this tree house. Basically the way that the game works is like, there's stability, right, in when you build, and the ground is like totally stable. So anything you build right on the ground is stable. And then the farther up you get away from the ground, less stable, right? And the farther across you get without support, less stable. When you build in a tree, the tree itself acts like ground. It's stable. Anything built on the tree, touching the tree, is totally stable. But the tree can be knocked down. And relatively easily, so we're gonna have to do something about that. You can smash it, dummy. You aren't safe, and neither is our portal. It's true. But they didn't attack the tree. Did you notice that? Usually more than one, just saying. There were two. I killed one. I didn't know you could get Draugr spawn points in the meadows. I don't think you can. There, if your base is in the meadows, you can get events where Draugr will spawn, but you can't get regular Draugr spawn in the meadows. What are they wailing on? They are wailing on the smelter. They go after the smelter just like the workbenches. We need to wall in the smelter with stone, preferably. Oh yeah, and I am in the swamp. Yeah, spoiler alert, things might change for you after the Elder. Yes. I found a fortified ruined village. Nice. We found a couple of those too. Hey, night mom. Have a good one. Thanks for coming and hanging with us. Tell Dad I said goodnight too. I'm assuming he actually left. Yeah, trolls will come in events. Like you just saw, absolutely. They broke it. Though, oh no, they didn't. Whew, it's still good. Okay, okay. Let's go and make sure everything is still good. Love you, Ma. Love you, Dad. Have a good one. Ladies and gentlemen, my parents, they're awesome. Coming and chatting, hanging with the crew, supporting. Yeah, all ruined village in the meadows full of Draugr. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you can have Draugr spawn like that. So, my bad, sorry. Go, Yanni, go. Yanni, not Yanni. From now on, I shall call him Yanni. Yep. Oh, them Draugr. Just when you think they won't be there. I totally forgot about that. You're absolutely right. Yanni, late night jazz flute, right? Mellow sounds for you to sleep. What is this? Why am I not picking up this blood bag? Oh, I don't have any room. Who needs that ancient wood? I want gallons of Velveeta ground beef dip with crunchy salty tortilla chips. Lock. That's one of my favorites. Oh, I want some now real bad. No! I don't know if you heard it in the mic, but I just heard Kylaris in the other room go, "Oh no!" Oh, those punks. God dang it, I hate the trolls. Gadluns, yeah. Yanni and Martha Kestis. You did hear her? Oh, good. Good. It's hard for me to hear sometimes because of the headset. I can't pick that up. Oh, barf. Okay. Well. That's fantastic. Ooh, entrails. I got killed as there was a 1-star with a bow and a 1-star elite that spawned. I came away with 20 entrails. 20 entrails though, yeah. Nice. Yeah, they can get rough. Oh, I hated the trolls. Oh, I hated the trolls with their beady eyes and their smug smiles. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna hit you with my club. Oh, that was terrible. That was the worst. That was the worst impression of that I've ever done. Oh, I hated the Colonel with his wee beady eyes and his smug smile. Oh, you're gonna eat my chicken. Well, at this point, I'm going to take some stuff through the portal and drop it off before I go loot the ship remains, remake it, sail us back home. Yay, entrails! Said no one ever before Valheim. The ending, not your best. I know, something went weird. Something went weird with the accent. I don't know quite what happened. I kind of feel like because I ran out of, oh no, I did run out of coffee. I was gonna say I ran out of coffee and didn't have a drink, and you know, my throat gets kind of dry. I do all this yakking and my throat was dry, but you know, had a little bit of coffee left. Thankfully, it's decaf, so I won't be up all night. It's good. First question for you. I've heard that the Brits don't drink decaf. True or false? True or false? Oh, maybe a butcher that makes sausages would say yay entrails. Yeah, maybe. Oh, I don't have a violin. Sad. Blah, blah, blah. But I am learning the flute notes when it plays. Oh, jeez. Kylars is a very good instrumentalist. She's very talented. I'm not even kidding about that. And she won't like that I'm saying that, but it's true. With all the money you're saving from not traveling, have Orin buy you one. Oh, psh. Peripherous decaf coffee? Like, are you questioning what decaf is, or are you questioning just do I mean decaf coffee? Yeah, I mean decaf coffee. I don't know where I heard this, but somebody was like, yeah, the Brits don't drink decaf coffee. She hates compliments. She does. She hates it. I do not have hardly any training in strings, just a little basic guitar chords. My sister drinks decaf coffee. Okay, well, there you go. So that's debunked. Thank you. Appreciate it. I keep a small can of decaf for late at night, so that I'm not up all night. But then I just stream, and I'm up all night doing that. I'm playing Valheim. No decaf for moi? You don't drink decaf? Why not? My father drank it. I drink it. My sister drinks it. Sorry, I didn't catch on to what you were doing right away, so I didn't deliver it the right way. Oh, you know what? I want those back, because I'm gonna put them in the hearth at the treehouse. I know. I mean, like, I like caffeine too, but like this late at night, I'm not putting on like a caffeinated cup of coffee, unless I'm in it for the long haul. And tonight I feel like I'm gonna sail this back, and then we're calling it. So, because it's getting late. Yeah. Can I have both pieces of... I had both pieces of iron in that. My gosh. That sucks. Oh well. Alright, let's go remake this ship. Can I get this without jumping in the water? I'm gonna fall in. Yep. There we go. Carrying too much? What's this bull crap? I'm losing stamina. Stamina. Let's toss this aside for right now. Oh, you're joking. Did we not get the iron nails back for... No. I thought we got the iron nails back, you guys. And that's how Orin drowned, right? For Brits that drink coffee, most drink coffee for early morning to wake them up, then drink tea during the day, though. Okay, that makes sense. I maybe have 2 cups of coffee, maybe, each day, usually in the morning, but sometimes I'll have it in the afternoon or the evening. But like this late at night, I keep a small can of decaf. Sometimes I just want the flavor. And, you know, but, I don't want the caffeine. I want to stay up too late. Q Kylar's sad flute, right? So, decaf is rare for Brits. It's usually foreigners that drink it. Interesting. Okay, so there is a little bit of validity to what I heard. I can't remember if I heard that from someone or if it was like video or whatever, but that ship took 100 nails, and I thought it would have dropped them, but I'm not even seeing them in the water, and that's super obnoxious. You lost the nails? Yeah, there's no nails there. They're just not there. I guess I should have played. What? You would have lost the nails too. Nails in the chest? I don't think they're... Crap, and am I going to be able to take the nails through the portal? No. I drink around 6 to 8 cups of tea. I don't drink coffee. Interesting. Okay. What kind of tea do you like? I like tea too, but I just don't drink it as much. Not nearly as much. Okay, so I should say I drink a lot of sweet tea, but I don't drink a whole lot of hot tea. Nails can go through? Okay, good. Good. Sweet iced tea. Yes, thank you. Okay, hold on a second. Switch that so it's more readily available. The long ship, I need 100 iron nails and 10 deer hide, which apparently do not. We have 13. You guys, no. I'm gonna have to make a carve maybe, or sail. Do I just make a carve? I guess I can. I don't know, man. That sucks. 80 bronze nails? Do we even have that? I'm panic hitting buttons right now. Nope. No, there were Locke. There weren't any nails in the chest that was floating. I looked there first. It's just the iron I had in there. Sweet doesn't mean iced. I know. It means sweetened. No ore, no bars through portal, made products allowed. Right. Okay. I just didn't know if like the nails counted as made or if they were almost more like ingots but in nail form. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. I don't know. Did you check the floating box? I did, yeah. Twice. This is one of those situations where I feel like I need to get on and find them myself, like something at the front of the fridge. There was nothing glowing. There was nothing there before you get crazy. Also, don't take a carve. It only has 4 spots. I only need 2. I only have 2 iron spots, or 2 iron stacks. But did you check it thrice? No. You know what? I will go get my headlamp. I will go check that. To calm the nerves. I'll go check it. What else am I going to drop off right now? Oh, you guys. So like at this point, we don't even have a long ship. One's in the metaverse, and one is now destroyed. So now we need even more iron. I mean, it's a good thing I got 60. You only got 2 stacks of iron? Well, what is this stream? I forgot my key the first 2 times. I drink tea. I drink it hot with no milk and no sugar. Black tea, red tea in China. I also have some specialty teas, unsmoked, Lapsang Souchong, and a Hunan Black. Nice, that's cool. I like, so it's interesting. When it comes to food, I really like savory and salty. When it comes to drinks, I really like sweet. But I don't really like candy and things that much. I'm more savory sweet when it comes, or savory salty when it comes to food. Drinks, I want it to be sweet. So even with my coffee, I have a caramel, what is that, a mocha caramel creamer. So good. Oh, I didn't get my headlamp. I'm sorry. Ooh, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Uh-oh. I stopped to eat. I thought I'd be okay. I'm so stupid. I can get my headlamp now. I deserve that. Thank you, Kylaris. Thank you. And him demanding ponchos. Did Prof take a long ship to the edge? I guess I didn't know. Yeah, I went and I looked. I believe he took the long ship. His long ship. Yep. Stop destroying our ships, guys, right? OMG, what a day. I know. Maybe it's good we didn't play. We aren't the ones who lost all the iron. It was only 60. I can't even handle this. Bye, Stan. Bye, Orin. Bye, Headlamp. We never knew you. I knew it as soon as you picked it up. I thought I was, you know, like, I guess I just didn't realize how, like, I didn't realize my buff food wore off and just how little stamina I had, because last time I made it. And not this time. Look at this guy. Look, he's in his skivvies, but he's got a headlamp. It's like a late night run to the fridge. Lol, the flute. Sad flute. How we doing? Same as always. How we doing? Same as always. That bad, huh? Get woo headlamp. 60 iron plus all of Plum's armor and weapons, and Mariah. I think after Clay, I can't remember how much iron we have. Over 100 for sure, but... How much iron for a ship? We need 100 iron nails. I don't know how much iron it takes to get, to make 100 nails. Probably not that much, but... Right, yeah, we haven't lost moves yet. Okay, let's look at it this way. My corpse had the iron on it, and my corpse is now right next to the dock. So really, this works out for us. It does. It's good. No, I don't want that. Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah. Yeah, at some point, yes, I do. Maybe not right now. Not the headlamp. The headlamp just attracts all the bad guys. Watch. One iron ingot makes 10 nails. Crap. So we'd have to use 10 iron for... How come that was only... Do I have more iron on me? Is there other iron somewhere? That's only 30. That's only 30. Where's the rest of the iron? Oh, the Leva. Did I throw it somewhere? I think I saw it glinting to the left. Oh, over here? I thought I tried to throw some at one point, but I can't remember. This is black metal scrap. I don't know where. Oh yeah. Here we go. Okay. All right. Buff food first, then cannonball. That. You know what? Smart. Okay, so here's the deal. I don't see any nails, and I thought that, like, if the ship was destroyed, there would be nails. Is that them? That might be them. They're at the bottom. Jump right there harder. Okay, thanks. That's them. The nails are on the bottom. Just straight in the ocean. Yeah, no big deal. I haven't gotten scales that way in a rover. I'm serious. I'm serious. Okay, right there. Right there. And the skins. It's the skins, too. Oh, come on. Some stairs on the dock would be helpful. It's true. I'm going to do it. We're gonna ladder this. We're gonna get up high. Yes! You know, I'm just gonna say, hey, thanks to my wife for really bothering me about getting the headlamp. It paid off. And while I'd really like to not admit it, it was a good idea. Just kidding. No, it really was a good idea. Oh, for the love. If I die right now. No! No! I don't want to build. I just build a wall between me and the Draugr. I can't! Son of a biscuit. Come on. Can't see me. Thank you. I've never been this stressed watching someone else play a video game. No, seriously, if you jump right on them, you might bob down far enough to be in range and spam F to pick up. I did it with the serpent loot once. Yeah, for sure. Bow. I can breathe again. Honey, the milk is right on the top shelf in the middle. If you die again, I quit. No, you don't. Your bow, Harry? Your bow? Bo. I'm just teasing you. And she's like, you won, Harry, you won. I know. Okay. Okay. All right. We're gonna, nope, I don't want to pick that up. We're gonna get the higgity heck out of here. No, you clearly forgot what a ranged weapon was. Well, you just said bow. I was called Angela Bauer. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. It's coming up to light this fire some more. Might as well repair because you just never know. How has your FPS been since the update? I heard people had improvements. It is definitely better. Still a little bit of lag in our like base, our main base, but not that much. It's better than it was before, and we can like open doors and chests like right away. There's no lag in that anymore. So big improvement. We've definitely noticed. It's a lot better. We know who the boss is now. No David Bowie in this case. We already knew. All right, y'all, let's go. Let's get out of here. Watch, I get attacked by flipping, what are they called? Leeches. They break the boat. If we're talking who's the boss in a group way, though, it's Tony Danza. Oh. I'm too tired for this now. I'm just kidding. Kind of. Mona. I'm still hungry. That rice wasn't really much to that. I want popcorn. Real bad. You guys, how beautiful is this game? Oh my gosh. Some people complain about the graphics. I'm just like, you know, get over it. This is a beautiful game. And I mean, I guess, you know, different people, different expectations, different opinions, whatever. That's cool, but I love it. Your disgust only fuels me. I'm a fueling. What? It's true, well, what? Everybody plays a fuel. Sometimes. Can't sing it right now. It just hurts me. All right, weird lag wave. We'll get over it. Yeah, yeah. It's just so pretty. How can you, like, I don't know. I guess, again, different people, different expectations, different opinions, whatever. But it's just so pretty. What if you could get, like, on the world tree? What if you could get on the world tree and just, like, you know... I built a castle. The character are rough. I agree with that. Yeah, the characters, there's not too much to them, but you know what? Honestly, I feel like, you know, that was something I noticed on character creation. It's like, oh, well, there isn't a whole lot of options. They look, I mean, they look kind of, I don't know, not super realistic or anything like that, but like, I feel like I've never really noticed while playing the game. I mean, if somebody brings it up, yeah, like I know it, but like, it's never impacted my gameplay at all, and I don't think I really think about it while I'm playing it. One bit, not one bit. Leeches are gross and skies are pretty. Get over it, right? Yeah. Get over it. There's no exception to the rule. Listen, baby. What? What? I don't know that. I'm unfamiliar with this. Kylaris needs to be here with her French horn right now. I don't know it. Nope. That's a song? Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about now. I would bust it out, but that is way too loud and the valves need unsticking. Oh, on the flute. Ew, gross. I'll play the mouth flute. I am tired. I don't really know that song besides what you guys typically sing. Isn't that Aaron Neville? Because that'd probably be why I don't know it. I feel like I just know that everybody plays a fool part. Oh, it was mouth French horn, right? Yes, Neville. Ugh, Aaron Neville. My personal taste does not jive with Aaron Neville's singing ability, talent, sound. I don't know. What is that supposed to be? Just like constant falsetto? According to the Google, it's by The Main Ingredient. That's a band? Or a person? The Main Ingredient. It's constant something, right? Hey, there's Sund Isle. Standing tall on the wings of my dreams. I shall now play mouth French horn, he whistles. See, I mean, this is an improvement right here. Before I wouldn't have been able to like get into the base. Apparently still can't get into the base, but oh, I'm hitting things. Oh, it's not good. Nicht so gut. I gotta let it load. Let it load. I will now play mouth harmonica and claps hands. Those are punks. You do have a harmonica. Should we add that to the list of instruments that you can play? I shall now play these drums. Makes loud humming sound. I hit something. Maybe that. I probably hit that. I hit that too. Gotta make sure everything's good to go because I hit lots of things. I hit lots of things. Coming into port here. Are we supposed to only have one gate right there? Like, is that a thing? Also, I watched a video of this really cool gatehouse, that boat dock, seawall thing that somebody made. Pretty epic. I recommend it. Right then, let's get this stuff offloaded. I'm crying, cheese log. Ugh, I'd have to find it, but it might be in my nightstand drawer. Oh, geez. For some late night harmonica dabbling. JoJo Seawall? Ugh, lock. Barf. Man, come on. You're welcome.
I totally get it.
Hopefully that wasn't too loud. I'm showing dedication by typing all of these atrocities out. Yeah. It wasn't too loud, was it? What? JoJo Seawall. Yeah, I know who JoJo Seawall is. I got it. Got it. Was the harmonica too loud? Die in g. Die in g. Nice one. Hey, thanks, Peripherist. Oh my gosh. Of course she comes in with the harmonica. You can't breathe, but you can still type. I feel a new redemption coming on. Oh, if it wasn't so loud, like when the kids are sleeping. It's like song requests with Orin on the harmonica. All right, let's see. I foresee some eye patch instrument playing in my future. Oh my gosh, that'd be so funny. Selfish Lock has redeemed mouth flute. You're welcome. Mouth of Odin. Sweet Odin's raven. Oh. Get tired. Ew. Oh, you guys, tonight was crazy. The highlight of the night for me was the chat. The chat was great. Good to see everybody. Good to talk with like Murph. I haven't seen Murph in a little bit. He's kind of popped in here and there and stuff, but I think he's been really busy. So really great to see Murph and talk with him. Want to say thanks to him for resubscribing. 12 months subscription is just fantastic. So Murph, appreciate you. Appreciate all your support. Thank you so much for hanging with us for over a year now. So that's really cool. My phone battery is at 3%. Ooh, gotta plug it in. Run in, and run in. Yeah. Yep. So when are you playing the spoons? I can't imitate that right now. Like the, I don't know. I can't think right now what that kind of music's called. Anyway, yeah, tonight was a lot of fun. I probably would have gotten a lot more iron. Can't talk. I probably would have gotten a lot more iron, except I forgot my key to the crypt twice. So yeah, didn't get as much as I had hoped, but you know, at least I brought some home back. Had some adventures, died a little bit. I mean, it was a good time. So, but definitely the highlight was the chat. Appreciate y'all coming and hanging for all the really good chat that we had. This was a lot of fun. That was drums. I want a refund. Psh. Abrupt. I know it was. I just, yeah, it's 12:19. I'm getting really tired to the point where I feel like I'm having a hard time talking, honestly. But yeah. So. Yeah, Peripherous, you're welcome. Thanks for coming and hanging, man. Appreciate you, as always. So it was a lot of fun. But yeah. Anyway, we will be back on Friday night, 9 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time, which is 11 a.m. Saturday, 8 EST. Peripherous, what time is that for you? Is it a 4 or 5 hour difference? Did we figure out? Can't remember. I want to say 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Shlemiel. How is it?
Not any of that.
Isn't it Shlemiel? Schlemazel? Something Hasselhoff? Pfefferkorn and Hasselhoff?
Doing it our way. And don't do the high notes. Something you can suck in and it makes a different note. The good thing about harmonica is it's like impossible to sound bad because all the notes are complementary if you're blowing out or sucking in.
Anyway, it's 4:20 now, so yeah, 4 hours. Okay. So that is crap math.
That is crap math.
That is crap math, yeah. That's 1 a.m. British Standard Time. So yeah. Buddy boy! Stop destroying me? Nope. For the rest of time. Anyway, yeah, we'll be back on Friday. The plan right now is to kill Bone Mass. Hopefully we are prepared again at that point for all of us to go do Bone Mass. At this point, you know, we've got everybody itching to go do that. And we're hoping we can get the whole crew together to go fight the Bone Mass. GMT, BST is a British summertime, which is next week. Oh, okay. Gotcha. GMT. So 1 a.m. GMT. We'll be back. So, but yeah, we're really excited to go do Bone Mass. We're excited to start delving into or climbing the mountains. I'm really excited to go there. I would love to do a mountain build. I've seen Kylarus and I have seen some videos of mountain builds, and it just looks so cool. So yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. Really excited to get the whole crew together and to do a new event, take out a new Forsaken boss. We have no idea what this fight is going to be like, no idea whatsoever. So I'm curious to see how well we do. Yeah, and then we have no idea what Forsaken power it's going to give us, and we don't have any idea of what the events will become after we defeat Bone Mass. So it's going to be a big surprise. It's going to be really cool. So
It's gonna be a really cool.
it's going to be. Did I say really cool? Oh gosh, I need to go to bed. Crap arithmetic. Yeah. If we don't lose more iron, we will be ready. Yes.
Right, I was thinking the
Yep.
same thing.
I really feel like the next you know, not even 48 hours has really got to be dedicated to getting more iron. So, BSD is GMT +1. Oh, okay, gotcha. That makes sense. We have to mine like crazy next couple of days. Yep. We don't even have 2 full days. So we'll see. But maybe if we all kind of band together and work together, you know, maybe Prof, if he's looking to do that.
Get some iron and put it in the chest of the.
Yeah. Yeah, and then go get it. Yep.
That would be
Yep.
good.
So, but anyway. Once again, thanks everybody for joining us. We will hopefully see you on Friday, and I hope you all have a good night or day wherever you're at. And we'll talk to you later. Do you want to say bye?
Bye.
I will never sleep again, says Locke. All right. Music. Music.